gonna sit here awkwardly until
I know, all quiet and everything.
Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Jason.
I'm Steve. Who we have here? Wait, I'm pointing.
I'm
the wrong
Lou.
way.
Yeah. You're Lou.
Now where are you pointing? Down.
Down to you.
I'm Sharon.
And I'm Sam.
Well done. We all know.
And this is
This is the Discovery Magic Podcast, our Concilium episode. It is where we discuss topics. And Louie, what are we discussing tonight?
We're going to discuss cafeterias. Excuse me. We're going to discuss CommuniCore and how CommuniCore became a cafeteria.
Yeah, and anything else in those terms. Bad. What do they call it? Bad budgets and budget cuts and bad decisions. There we go. So any other attractions along those lines, I guess, is fair game.
Absolutely.
As well. But Lewis, it was your topic. Do you want to get started?
Right. So I'm sure everybody's seen the usual suspects, the usual outlets, Walt Disney World Today or News Today, Inside the Magic, Disney Food Blog, Paging Mr. Morrow, Tim Tracker, all the usual suspects
This is exactly why we don't do this.
have reported ad nauseum about the new CommuniCore opening at Epcot Center at Walt Disney World. And there was all this great concept art when they introduced it about 3 years ago at D23. And they finally opened it last week, I think, or the week before. And it looks like a cafeteria. Looks like a school cafeteria without food service. That's the best thing. Without the food service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny, Alpha Traveler 1, who couldn't be with us. He's not feeling well. So get better, Kenny. But he sent us a photograph of.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Didn't you get it too?
No. Do you want to share?
Oh, I have.
I was about to.
It's on my phone, so.
All right, I'm gonna.
It might be the same picture, so go ahead and.
As soon as I find it, but yeah, keep talking.
Keep talking. So.
Right. So let's talk about CommuniCore Hall. Right. So when I was a child and I went to Epcot Center way back in 1982 when it first opened, CommuniCore Hall, you had CommuniCore East and CommuniCore West, which was around the central hub right behind Spaceship Earth at Epcot Center. And this was pretty much the educational flagship piece of then Future World at Epcot Center. And it literally had, at that time, 1982, state-of-the-art interactive attractions that were literally on the cutting edge of mankind's technological advancement. Specifically, it was the first time I had ever seen in my old born days a touch screen.
Yeah.
Now, today, touch screens are ubiquitous, right? I mean, if anybody has a smart device, you have a touch screen. If you have a tablet, you have a touch screen. Most desktops now have options for touch screens. But back in 1982, this was brand spanking new. And it blew my mind, all the things you could do with a touch screen instead of having to use a keyboard. That's the first thing. The second thing is they had these, I would say, fourth generation audio animatronic robots that, here's the art. Here's the great art. I love the art. Because the art and the reality
it does not look like that now.
Oh, it does not look like that. I agree.
No, it does not look like that.
No.
I mean, look at that. That looks like somewhere you want to be. It's somewhere I want to be.
That's 3 levels.
I don't want to be in a school cafeteria.
No.
There looks to be a lot more shade in there than there actually is.
This
Right,
this
and
is
then we
the
get-
cafeteria.
And then we get the lunchroom. That's right.
Mm.
And
It does
here's the
look like
part.
that.
And here's the part that drives me up the wall, right? Is that you'll see on the top of the far wall, you'll see those banners, right? You see the banners?
Yep.
Right. They don't have a banner for Horizons or for Wonders of Life. pisses me off. Because they have a lot of Easter eggs in Future World that allude to the now defunct pavilions of Horizons, Energy, and Life, but Horizons and Life aren't in here. They have Energy, they just don't have Life,
So,
Horizons.
I
and
don't
Life.
even know
I don't know
what are those banners supposed to represent.
the different
the
pavilions in
lands.
Future World.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pavilions, yeah.
So you have like the Land Pavilion, you have the Living Seas Pavilion, you have space. You have the Space Pavilion, you have Test Track or World of Motion.
Right.
You have Energy, or now Guardians of the Galaxy
Guardians.
and Spaceship Earth.
Okay.
Right?
Right,
But again, they didn't leave the Legged Pavilion banners in the cafeteria. And yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. I mean, I know it's CommuniCore Hall. I got it, but
It looks like
it looks to me like I said, a lunch. It looks like a middle school lunch
Yeah.
room.
yeah.
Looking at
Or it looks a bit like Terminal C at MCO now.
Terminal C looks better.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right. It does. The Terminal C does look a bit better because it hasn't. Yeah.
because Terminal C is the international terminal, right?
Yeah.
For all
Terminal
foreign
C
guests
is
who come to
amazing.
MCO.
Terminal C is amazing.
Now, do you
but,
guys
I
fly
know
into
I saw-
MCO or
yeah.
Yeah.
okay? Because I figured you got like Stanford,
Why would we want to do that?
like how
No,
how like a lot of our UK guests fly in.
That's because they're idiots. You go to
no.
one.
Sam,
Okay,
the
Sharon.
money
Thanks.
from just tell it how it is, love. The money you save on the flight by flying into Sanford,
Or Tampa.
Wait.
A lot of people fly to Tampa. Why would you do that?
you'd
That's
pay
fair, aren't
the same. The money you'd saved, you'd pay in transfers. So and now they've opened Terminal C, so immigration doesn't take like 2.5 hours. It's
Right.
a lot better.
Yeah.
And also flying in Sanford, you've only got one. It's TUI, isn't it? Who fly into Sanford?
Yeah, and we wouldn't go on there.
Yeah, and TUI are renowned for being appalling.
Rubbish.
So yeah. But we fly in with
Well, thanks
British
for the
Airways.
education. Oh, so you guys fly BA from what, Heathrow or Gatwick to
Gatwick.
MCO?
Yeah,
Gatwick. Okay.
Gatwick. Yeah, which is only a couple of hours for us.
Right.
So yeah. Yeah.
it?
But Virgin
Sam.
still fly to B. So yeah.
So they still fly to Terminal B at MCO, right?
Virgin do, yeah.
Right. So Zach, are you flying into MCO or are you flying into Sanford?
MCO. Flying in MCO
Oh, okay. Cool.
using Aer Lingus, which I've heard okay things about, so I'm looking
Yeah, they're all
Cool.
Okay, thanks.
Cool.
okay things. As long as they don't lose my luggage, it's fine. It's okay.
They won't.
Yeah.
You're not going to lose luggage.
I trust the Irish. It's okay.
Are you going Manchester to Dublin? And then Dublin
No.
to MCO?
Nah, straight flight.
You've got direct.
Manchester,
That's brilliant.
direct. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
You could have gone through customs in Dublin and you wouldn't have
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go back to CommuniCore. I wanted to show their preview. If I stop sharing and reshare here.
That's not a very big cup of coffee you've got there, Sam.
No, I know. I couldn't
Was
find
this
my
what-
pocket.
Is this what it's supposed to have looked like? Or this is what it's going to look like when they do stuff at festivals? Because it doesn't look like that now.
No, so
That
this
was
is
their
no, don't look
preview.
right
Whose
now.
party is this?
Preview.
yeah. No, this is
He was having a buffet.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
it looks
But-
like a reunion
Yeah, but
Union or
this is a million times better than how it looks now because there's stuff on the
It's a
wall.
spread your money.
There's signs hanging down. There's actually like tables with stuff on them and probably food.
So is this
and,
gonna be? Is this kind of what it's gonna look like during a festival then, or?
probably? But that's what I mean. Like, if you're gonna at least do something,
Yeah.
I mean,
good ride.
why didn't you just keep it like this and have food in there for now?
Yeah.
Have like a merch in there and have other things like there's even tablecloths that wasn't even there under the photos.
Yeah, at the moment, all there is a few, like a couple of tables and a few sofas bumped in there, isn't there? There's not actually that much seating either.
No.
I don't even think they got sofas in that Joker. I think it's
They have
just
Yeah,
sofas right here. but-
metal frame chairs.
I think they've got a couple of like small like curved sofas, but they're sort of around the edge. They're hidden.
Yeah, at the bottom there is kind of the round sofa.
Kenny's just messaged in the chat.
Yeah. Trust me, I walked in there and was not impressed. I walked
Yeah.
right out.
Yeah.
It looks really boring.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I mean, I get it. Like, it's a place to sit down and eat your food, which they desperately need. But you can do other things in there, you know?
Yeah.
Hold
It
up.
could,
I
it
know.
could
Hold
be
up now,
used for
hold up.
so much more.
I mean, and
Using-
it should have been for what the concept art was.
Using the waste.
Oh, yeah,
Using the waste bin as your table is Epcot tradition.
This is
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
where are
this
the
is-
trash
this is-
cans?
I'm not
This
going
is
to lie.
true.
I'm not
You
going to lie
had
about
to.
this. I mean, that's what you do, especially when you're
Yeah,
waiting
if
on
you're at a
fireworks. You
festival and
set
you're
your
not
tray on
eating
top
off
of the
the
waste
food
bin.
bin, you're not at a festival.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. But looks like this whole place is trash. Oh.
they might as well just set up trash cans in there.
Yeah.
But I know the other part of
exactly.
CommuniCore Hall is that's where the character, like Mickey,
Yeah.
Minnie, and that are.
Yeah.
So the queue for it is now outside,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and it's like you're gonna queuing in for like over an hour in 94 plus degree heat.
Just to have 2 minutes of aircon. Let's go.
Whereas the queue used to be inside.
Yeah, the used to
Yeah.
be so.
The old character spot, the queue.
That's where that they're using CommuniCore Hall for the Encanto show as well, are they not? Or am I thinking
It's outside on the stage.
It's outside.
it's outside on the stage?
But the,
Yeah,
when
it's
the
outside,
concept art, the stage looked massive. The whole stage area looked really big.
Yeah. It looks
And in-
tiny in real life.
Yeah,
though,
in
doesn't
real
it?
life, it looks absolutely minuscule.
Cold
Yeah,
boring,
Kenny.
like the-
Cold and boring.
Yeah.
So cold and boring to me. It lacked the
That-
original Imagineer touch.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
much
yeah.
describes the cafeteria.
Indeed, it do.
Exactly.
Indeed, it do. It's a cafeteria.
Jason, have you got the concept art for CommuniCore Hall?
Yeah, I had it up.
Thanks.
before
Yeah,
you
we
got
just
in.
had it.
Oh, did you? Fair. I missed that. But it just looked
Yeah, it's
Good.
like,
beautiful.
Go
Like
ahead and bring it
looked-
back up again, Jay.
It just screamed like classic Epcot, classic Imagineering, and what we got was just nothing what it was going to be like. Like it's like that viewing platform that you could see Epcot from. You could see the whole of like World Celebration, it's called. It just looked amazing, and that just looks like they've just slapped. And I honestly think I said this on one of Kenny's posts because he put it over on his channel, like community tab. There's like it's probably the higher ups. The suits are saying it needs to be sleek, it needs to be modern, it needs to be timeless. But there's a better way to do that. That could be beautiful. That could have lasted years.
Mm.
But what
That could
they've
have
done
been-
isn't sleek, modern, or timeless. It looks
Yeah, like that
boring.
staircase. Yeah.
yeah,
It's just
that-
a grey building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose the only saving grace is they put some of that cool like, stuff on it to make it look like.
It looks like Sharon's mushrooms that she loves.
Yeah, it does.
Excellent.
Well, imagine just watching a fireworks show from there. It'd be just
Yeah,
beautiful.
that'd be so. Being up on top like that.
I don't even think CommuniCore Hall has windows, man. Like I don't even think it has. You're just gonna step inside. It's just a building.
Yeah.
Like, great, great. We've got 5 minutes of aircon. What do we do now?
I agree with that.
They probably had the same
Yeah.
people who did the Hollywood Studios Mickey's Runaway Railroad. They're all boring and utilitarian.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm willing to bet it's not the Imagineers. I mean,
No.
they built it, but they probably had no budget at all.
It's
No.
the budget.
And I think this is what's happening. I think this is what's happening the longer Iger's in control. The creativity's dimming. It's disappearing because all he wants to do is he wants to keep the suits happy. He doesn't want to keep. He don't care about like the whole like keeping the parks nice. Yeah, they're being updated, but
I mean,
for what?
It's
I'd much rather have old I'd much rather have old Epcot than a great.
In order to keep the suits happy, you need to give money to the suits.
Exactly.
And the only thing that's making money is your parks, so that should be where your money is.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
these facilities that don't make any
Disneyland
money.
Paris is getting it, finally getting a lot of like work done on it. It needed it. It's falling apart. It's been neglected for too long. I mean, parts of the castle are falling down, and that's finally being like redone.
Yeah.
But then you've got the big expansion, which they've been like touting for years.
Yeah.
And it's been being built for years, but it's got no imagination. We're getting basically Frozen Ever After from Epcot. We're getting that, and a teacup ride.
And by year, you mean Disneyland Paris?
Yes, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, whenever it's hours or
the three on the bottom are the British crew.
That just happens because
it doesn't come to Disneyland Paris.
But yeah, I mean, there's budget cuts everywhere. I mean, let's just take Epcot for example.
Jason, not everywhere. Let's think
okay.
about Fantasy Springs at
Tokyo. Shanghai
and the Asian parts. They're not run by Disney.
No.
That's why they get money spent on.
That's why they get money spent, and that's why they're beautiful and amazing.
Right. But I mean, if you just look at Epcot and all the stuff that has been cut out from what they were supposed to.
Yeah, like what was it? You guys were supposed to get Mary Poppins,
the Spaceship Earth updates.
Yep.
Obviously, this you had.
They've been doing this for like 5 years.
Well, the previous. I can't even remember the stuff they cut out, but like during the last couple of years in D23. Go ahead.
There was the Orlando Sentinel this week from Disney press release talking about they filed for a permit through state of Florida and Orange County to the Germany Pavilion. So, and that's all they said in the press release. They didn't say what the permit was for. They just said it was in the Germany Pavilion. So something's about to happen in Germany. And all I can say is it's about flipping time.
Germany's not very big though. So what are they going to do to it? Germany's one of the smaller ones.
Tiana's not open and it's still broken.
Have you seen the satellite view? Have you seen the satellite view of the Germany Pavilion from orbit, Sharon?
No.
Right.
They've got a lot behind it, haven't they?
Oh, have they?
Right, if you look at the satellite view on Google Earth of the Germany Pavilion, where this restaurant is, just to the left of it, as you're facing it, is a show building. And that show building was going to be for Rhine River Cruise, right? And it was never built, like in the 40 years that Epcot's existed.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. Yeah.
So there's a lot of speculation on the secondary Disney rumor pages that finally they're going to build Rhine River Cruise. And I keep laughing no, they're not. It's not going to happen. That $60 billion that they're talking about ain't going to the Germany Pavilion. It'd be cool if it did. It's just not.
Yeah.
Yeah, Germany pay for
it. I mean, the Mary Poppins ride they wanted to put in the UK was basically just a carousel. We spoke about this the other night.
Yeah.
And it was teacups.
Yeah, it was teacups.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
teacups, that was
Right.
it. Nice
Okay.
little big
So
It was just a
parachute.
glorified
Yeah.
teacups with Cherry Tree Lane.
Yeah.
Zooming in.
So that's the German,
right. So you
Germany
so
pavilion.
you see, so do you see the show building? That
Yeah.
show
Oh,
building's
yeah.
flipping huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was supposed to be Rhine River
What's
Cruise.
Nothing. It's been sat like empty.
It's just an empty building.
Yeah.
It's probably a
Right.
storage for
It's
this. like,
largely just
right here.
a warehouse.
What is this? The dirt.
Yeah, what's that dirt lot next door?
Few people I've talked to that have actually been in the building say that it's used for merchandise storage because it is climate control.
yeah. Oh, Epcot, what could have been?
Yeah.
What
When's the
should
next- when's
be,
the next
not
place
could
coming?
be, should
What
be.
should be 100%. We need a new country. We really do.
And
Yeah.
that'll be another one that
Yeah.
I've got to remember when you do a bloody quiz.
Hey.
Well, see, I want to agree with Kenny, but I want to disagree with Kenny because clearly Disney spent a boatload of money on Cosmic Rewind. Disney spent a boatload of money on Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Disney spent a bunch of money on Frozen Ever After. So they're clearly spending money. I would dare say that they spent a little bit of money on the action instead of a walkthrough, but neither here nor there. The point is, money is being spent at Epcot. Like Zach says, if the Asian parks, because they're not under Disney money, they're getting everything they want. It's here
Yeah.
that I guess Iger et al. Are having to satisfy shareholders when your stock price is still below 110, right?
Yeah.
And those shareholders are always going to come first. Hey, love it or hate it.
Yeah.
Well, right, but that's what I mean.
I mean,
your
Journey of
shareholders-
Water is beautiful. The cleaning in there is stunning.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
yeah.
What are you eating? You're making so much noise.
No, I don't know why. Peanut M&Ms.
Where's the bag away from the microphone?
You're like Steve and his chips. Come on.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Why
but
are
we
we
like
having
when
them?
Steamboat does the thing with the chips. It's funny.
Yeah.
Listen, I've had a full
Just
6
bring in the
hours
cat
sleep.
already. Come on.
Yeah. I've had a full 6 hours sleep. I'm raring to go for the day.
Yeah.
This is my normal get-up time.
I know, this is not my normal going to bedtime.
I'm just here. I'm just,
Yeah.
No, I feel that your investors, your shareholders, whatever, besides the big corporations, are the people who actually are fans of the parks.
Yeah.
The movies
And
are
this
one
is-
thing, but the people aren't investing in movies; they're investing in the parks mostly.
And this
Again,
is the
because
issue.
it's
though.
the moneymaker.
Right. So
Yeah.
isn't that where you want to spend your money?
Well,
I
yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah, you would think
Yes.
so.
Just keep out the M&Ms back into a bowl, for God's sake. Stop
Put
that.
it in a bowl.
I mean, like you and I were talking the other night, Jason, about how Epic Universe is opening next year.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is going to door.
Yeah, and
Hope the doors clean off the frame.
they built it in less time than Disney built Tron.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
One ride.
Same amount of time that
You bought massively themed areas for
Yeah.
Western it took to build
And I mean,
a
all
carbon
honesty,
copy of an actual ride in Shanghai.
Yeah.
but in all honesty, Disney has the money. They just don't
Yeah.
want to spend it.
Mm.
Yeah.
They'd rather go make some shitty movie that's not going to make any money.
Oh, fix an existing
And this-
one.
Yeah.
And this is the sad thing as well. This is gonna sound stupid, but it's annoying that Disney's become so business heavy rather than more creative anymore. Like Walt would be turning in his grave, man. Like 100%.
Walt would be punching Iger in the face. That's for Steve.
That's my job.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I mean, it's proof of that. I mean, Disneyland Paris has still got the reservation system in place,
Yeah.
and it's like you're not. They've said they're keeping it in place to allow for adequate staffing. But
All right.
you
There's
know, the
never any
staff
bloody
level,
staff.
you know, half of the outdoor food booths, like food stalls,
Mm.
aren't open unless you go on a Saturday in the height of summer.
But why?
Exactly.
They haven't got the staff, but then
But they
just
could.
around and said we need the reservation
Right.
system because of the staff.
Which-
So
Same thing as what Kenny's here is talking about.
Yeah.
They would rather not pay a little extra money to these construction workers just to work and get things done.
yeah,
Sharon and Sam, can I ask a question? Before Disney owned Disneyland Paris, was it run better? Was it a better park?
no,
When it
it
was
was
Euro
terrible.
Disney?
No, it was
No.
awful.
No, it was awful.
Because Disney didn't own it until a few years ago, was it? 5-6 years
yeah,
ago?
they took back control.
They took like all the rights, didn't they?
They
Yeah,
bought all the shares.
Because it
We
was-
were shareholders, but
yeah.
they bought.
I mean,
they bought the
To be
shares.
honest, Disney has done a lot for that park over the last couple of years, right?
oh, they're fixing. Basically, it was neglected for years. When it was before Disney stepped in, it was seriously neglected,
Yeah.
and they're just getting around to fixing a lot of the issues now.
Yeah.
But would you say they are spending money to fix these issues, or are they doing bottom line?
No, they are literally ripping stuff out and fixing it.
Yeah, no, I'm spending money at last.
And they've spent money on the drone. The nighttime shows are amazing. The drone shows.
Oh yeah, the main Sky
fantastic.
Electrical Parade, whatever it's called. That
Yeah.
was gorgeous.
And that's what the
He does
third
it.
drone show, fourth drone show we've had there.
Yeah.
The Marvel one was the first one. Then you had a Small Villains one. Then you had the one for the 30th, sorry. And now we've got the Magical Sky Parade. So they are putting money in on like the big nighttime shows, and they're putting money in to fix every problem they've got. They said because part of the castle hub area has now been all closed off because they're fixing. Because we in Disneyland Paris, you can go through the castle
To get to Fantasyland.
to get to Fantasyland, and the actual walkway, like drawbridge you go over, that has started crumbling at its base.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
So
oh damn.
Yeah, so our castle won't fall over.
so that's now all being fixed and everything. The Storybook Circus boat ride
Looks really unloved. Didn't it?
was really unloved. I mean, it had a beautiful, massive storybook that was all painted and it was so faded and peeling you couldn't actually see the name of the ride.
Oh my
It had
God.
been neglected for like 30 years.
Yeah.
But that's now been taken away and it's all being fixed, and so stuff is being done. They are spending the money in there, and hopefully, at D23 we find out whether we're going to get the the Disneyland Park expansion.
Expansion for what they were talking about, or something different?
Well, hopefully what they're talking about, which is the Star Wars land expansion.
Yeah, like a dingy Star Wars land, like a mini Star
We
Wars
might
Galaxy's
find
Edge.
out what they're putting in the other two bits around.
Right.
the
So
frozen
you
land.
minus Star Wars to get Star Wars. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Which
is dumb.
We may lose.
Potentially getting a Mando coaster.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Great if it's like Guardians.
a lot of the stuff that is in Disneyland Paris was salvaged from
like what Kenny was
Disney
saying.
World, like storage
Right.
unit.
Yeah. So you're saying the company that owned DLP was cheap, and the reason why Disney dug up all the old rides in Magic Kingdom and sent the old stuff to DLP was the company admitted that they do not want to spend money on new rides.
Yeah. Well, not just the rides. I mean, we've just done a secrets of Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, I saw parts
video.
of that. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And like bits of the mosaic wall outside one of the restaurants is stuff from a Mary Blair mural that was in California that they reused in Disneyland Paris. The Mickey and Minnie statue outside the Disneyland Paris World of Disney were the ones from the New York store when it relocated.
Oh wow!
So they've literally pulled.
We get everybody's old crap.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I mean,
if
at
that
least-
was in fact the case,
recycling. That's what it is.
yeah, but if in fact that was the case, then why didn't DLP get doggone 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Yeah.
Why didn't
Yeah.
DLP get Mr. Toad's Wild Ride when it closed?
Oh,
I can get about
Why don't we just send them the Galactic Star Cruiser and Harmonious and
That,
stuff?
please.
we'll take
We
that
just
one.
destroyed those, you know.
like why didn't DLP get a people mover from California?
There
It
you
would have
go.
been amazing.
So, starting
Why
off
didn't
about-
California get a people
I mean, I can do
mover?
this all night. I mean, this isn't hard. I mean,
I got a
Yeah.
deal on rocket rods you can have.
Getting the love
Yeah,
now.
no. I'll pass on. I'll
well,
pass on that,
according-
and I'll pass on the orbit. whatever
according to history, right now only 2 rocket ride vehicles exist.
Yeah,
One
they were all destroyed.
belongs to Disney and
One's in
is
a private
currently stored at California Adventure. The second one is in the hands of a private collector. The rest of them were like cut up with a cutting torch.
Rightly so.
Yeah, there's
I'm trying to
photos
remember.
out there of junkyards.
Bright Sun
Yeah.
Film just
People mover.
a
I
people
watched
mover
that.
abandoned video a couple days ago,
Yeah.
and they talked all about
Nice,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to watch that. I like that channel.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
it's like Disneyland Paris. Their Disneyland Park hasn't had a new ride in 14 years.
Mm.
The last new ride to
Mm.
open was Buzz Lightyear's Spin.
Well, you're gonna get
Oh, really?
Baby Yoda teacups or something then.
Probably more. Yeah.
They probably did that as well.
Because they
I like them at the moment.
already bought it for Mary Poppins. They got to use it somewhere.
Yeah, so they just
Yeah.
they make them like little frogs or something like that. They're good at retheming stuff, so there you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, they're not
It's like
good at
Outback.
retheming. See Rocket Ride. There it is.
Yeah, and I won't even talk about the mountain that they rethemed. So
Right.
The broccoli hole.
they said
Yeah.
the
And Kenny just put on here that it keeps breaking.
yeah,
Tiana's
he sent
bike.
me,
I mean, it keeps breaking down.
yeah.
Tiana Bayou, yeah.
Yeah.
And my friend just sent me a video of it. I sent it to Jason that they had an emergency alarm go off, and they had to take people off again.
Yeah.
And
So, this is what I hear. So, the way Splash Mountain worked, it was like the Haunted Mansion, where it keeps going and going. The story doesn't matter, right? You just
yeah, like
go.
pirates, I just keep
Right.
talking and talking. Yeah.
Tiana's wasn't made like that. You have to hear.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
You have to
Adrian
hear
was
what they're
saying
doing.
about it, wasn't he?
Yeah,
and
Adrian.
the sensors were missing their target, and people were like trying to hear what they're talking about still as they go past them.
Yeah.
And, and so they're missing things, and I don't know like about the actual vehicles, but I guess they're like hitting each other. So the timing's off there.
Oh no.
Sensors are off, and it starts the ride to crash. It has to crash because of the break.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I don't understand why they decided to fix something that wasn't broken. Because Splash Mountain.
well, that's because they weren't smart enough to design it the way the other one was designed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They designed it poorly, to be honest.
Why didn't they just ask Tony Baxter? Because he made the Splash Mountain. Why
Because
didn't they get
Tony
him?
Baxter went like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the problem now.
yeah.
The way my
Yeah,
movie.
Because
just
even
like-
in the Bob
just like
Gurr
Joe Rogan.
episode,
Mm.
Yeah.
the Bob Gurr episode where
Well, with Tony.
Tony didn't- he goes there.
Yeah, Tony's like, nope,
Yeah.
not my
I'm not
problem.
doing it.
Take
Yeah.
away my shit.
Yeah,
I bet Tony will go guns a-blazing if they ever touch BTM, honestly. Like, he
There'll be-
would.
Somebody touched
There would be an uproar. Tony Baxter would be arrested.
Oh, if they touch Disneyland Paris's Big Thunder Mountain, I'll be there protesting.
Big time.
Everyone
Big
else.
time. They can't do that.
I wouldn't doubt that there's probably a shitty movie coming on the way from Big Thunder Mountain. based on that.
The live action.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's comic books based on it that have like certain
Yeah,
characters.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it'd be a
And
cool movie if it was
they-
done right, but
massive
It was
And they-
done
and
right,
they- and they do
Oh, yeah, it
allude
does,
to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad in the 1978 film Hot Lead and Cold Feet with Jim Dale, Karen Valentine.
Oh, really?
So-
It's in there?
Yeah, you can definitely see elements of the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad in the story. But again, I mean, like, you know me, Steve. I'm like a 1970s Disney geek. So yeah, I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah, but I mean, in Disneyland Paris, the whole Frontierland has its own backstory that includes
Yeah,
Right.
Thunder Mesa,
Right,
wasn't it?
Thunder Mesa.
Which
Yeah,
was the original concept art for that area in all parks.
That was actually pretty cool
For
with CJ
Western-
when
for
she
Western
picked
River
that
Expedition.
ride.
I will say Disneyland Paris is probably because fans obviously the way they wanted Haunted Mansion to begin with was that rundown kind of looking area.
Yep.
It did. I think Disneyland Paris is a love letter to the original concepts, and like that was done well when it was done. Like Thunder Mesa, that area is just beautiful. It's gorgeous. It really is. Like my favorite. Every time I think of Disneyland Paris,
You
that's
think
the area I think of.
Don't think
straight away.
Don't think about the castle. You think
No,
about
don't think about the
think
don't think about the
Haunted
castle.
Mansion.
That's the second thing. Murphy's great. I like Murphy. But the last time I went to the park, I've just looked up. It opened in '92. I went in '01, so it was still brand spanking new at that point.
Bloody
It
hell.
was only 7 years old. It was
You
only
need to
7
go
years
back.
old. I do need to go back, but like, yeah, I'll come with you guys.
Come
there
with
we go.
us. Paul, if you want to come with us.
No, but
at Disney World.
gorgeous part. Like Discoveryland was amazing. Like that Space Mountain before it was hyperspace was like probably my favorite version of Space Mountain. Like it beats Florida's hands down. Because
So
the
you're talking
cannon
about
was
Mission
working.
2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
What you just said though, the cannon was working.
The
Yeah,
cannon
the
was
cannon
working.
was-
Is
Yeah.
it working now?
No, not yet.
No.
The camera's not
Not
working
yet.
for years and years.
And
It's
that
like-
probably doesn't
It's
take
like
much to
disco.
get that going.
It's like Disco Yeti in Expedition Everest. It's probably never going to work
Right.
ever again. It's just going to.
Oh wait, was there
Well-
something wrong where they couldn't fix it? Or they
No, I
just
think
think
it was just one of them where it stopped working and then
And they
they've
didn't
never had a
choose
long
to
enough
fix it.
refurb to
Yeah,
actually.
see that's
Yeah.
a
Oh.
different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a
Yeti,
Disco
that's-
Yeti is
that's a
actually
whole
stuck
problem.
there. Yeah.
You have to dismantle that whole ride side of the mountain, whatever. Cut 'em out.
Yeah.
It'll
yeah,
be like
when
the
you-
Matterhorn. You got to
Like
dismantle
when
the
you
whole Matterhorn.
build
Yeah.
a building around a 5th generation audio animatronic and it doesn't work, yeah, you kind of screwed yourself at that point. I agree.
Yeah.
The engineers kind of screwed them on that one because they're
Yeah.
the ones that
Yeah.
said they could have supported it. Didn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
That was on that.
what they say though, you over-engineer, right? So they didn't.
That was part
Yeah.
of that. What was it? That
You
behind the
they
magic or
over-engineer.
something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, behind the attraction. Yeah.
Yeah, behind the attraction. Yeah.
Mm.
So I just going forward here, like I wonder what speaking of Disney World, the dinosaur land, we started getting into that a little bit earlier. but
Yeah.
Right.
Are they going to go cheaply on this Indiana Jones overhaul and whatever else they're going to put there?
They
And,
will.
we were talking about it.
Probably will.
So this building looks nothing like Indiana Jones. So you're going to have to put something around
Right.
it or something in front of it.
The
Mm.
concept
queue-
looks like an Aztec temple, doesn't it?
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
queue would be nothing like ours or
No,
Disneyland.
No.
we know that you're
Well,
out.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah.
On that note, I
Don't
mean,
get
and
confused.
we've
Your ours and ours.
on- on the subject
what was
of
that?
queues, that's one thing that Disney's been getting right consistently, time after time, with the opening of every new attraction, is their queues are on point. Look at Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway in California; it's on point.
Yeah, but look at Rise.
Look at
Mm.
look at.
But what
Rise.
about your guy?
It's on
What
point.
about your guys at Splash Mountain? It's all outside, right? The queue in Orlando, Magic Kingdom.
In Florida? No, it's
Uh,
not. It's
part-
not.
the
Like
part
if
of it
you if you've seen the ride-throughs yet, the ride-throughs, the queues are great. Like Like I love the queue as Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It rocks.
Because I thought it was all
It's beautiful.
outside. But
No.
oh,
It's like halfway. It's like half outside, half inside.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Currently, like go check out one of the ride videos when you got time. Ride throughs. It's a really cool queue. You'd like it. I like it.
I
It
saw the
reminds me of
ride through,
Carousel
but
Progress.
I didn't see the queue.
No.
Or at least I don't remember seeing the queue.
Yeah, there's some good
Alright.
theming in there. I give you that. And
But that's what I'm saying is like Disney's knocking it out of the park with their queues. So
that's because it doesn't cost
I could
much.
totally
to do a queue.
see, but I could totally see them knocking the ball out of the park again on Indiana Jones at Animal Kingdom. Absolutely.
I hope so.
I mean, a show building is a show building is a show building.
They did was Dumbo. When they added in the extra Dumbo one in Florida,
Right.
Yeah.
they done the queue,
Oh, the back.
like play area and all that. That was the first
Right.
queue they did, and they've
Yeah.
just been
Right.
doing it better and better ever since. It's,
Yeah.
And I mean, if you
But it needs,
If
it
you've
needs
been
to
on
make its
Dumbo-
way all the way into the rides.
if you've been on the Dumbo Flying Elephants attraction at MK, then you know that they knocked it out of the park. I mean, that thing's ideal for young kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like when my granddaughter
That's
went on it back in 2022, that was their favorite
Yeah.
ride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train queue as well
Yeah,
is very,
exactly.
again, is interactive and
Yeah.
really
The
good.
queue for Dinosaur is not very long, and half of it is just a movie playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's wide open. It's not like Indiana Jones
No,
in
it's
Disneyland
like
where you
it's
go
like a
through
museum,
tunnels
isn't
and
it? So
stuff.
how are they going to make that?
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
you have to destroy part of that building and make a queue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But then
but
the
you've
queue
got
has
all
to
that
be
$billion
really
dollars,
cool.
why
here,
can't they do
haven't you?
Well, that's
Right,
a lot of
there's a
trees.
lot
I'm
of
saying they'd
frontage.
have to plant there just to make it look fit in. You know.
They're
So
gonna have
in
to
general, that
do
whole
this landscape.
Easily done.
mock-up of whatever else they're putting there, Encanto or who knows what
Have
they're
you
going
got a
to do.
picture of it?
There's a lot of trees they need to plant there.
Yeah.
Right.
Where's the concept art, Jason?
What's that? Sorry.
Where's the concept art for it so we can see
Oh,
what it's
you
like?
want me to put that? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny's just said that on Tuesday, the annual pass holders were upset because the previews were stopped.
Right.
And I know
Oh,
I saw a
yeah.
few posts saying that the 1 o'clock drop for the virtual queues
Yeah, I saw that it went off the
Because they were
virtual
going
queue.
backwards.
Yeah.
was the morning
Instead
one.
of
Yeah.
like, look, in the
So-
morning.
I'm wondering how it's going to be. They got only a few more days left.
Yeah, I've got 5 days.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be
Five
if
days,
they're going to
yep.
have the same issues at Disneyland when Disneyland open, because I feel like Disneyland's is
They're
probably going to
waiting.
open.
I hope. Well,
They're waiting.
hopefully they're learning from this one. So
Well,
Oh yeah,
but like
absolutely.
that's the issue though. They shouldn't be learning from this. They've had 50 years to learn from these mistakes. Like, you know.
Yeah, but Rise was the same when
Yeah.
Rise first opened. That
it
all
still
went
it still
down.
breaks down.
right? And it still
then-
does. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then don't open a like. Fair enough if it breaks down every so often. I understand that because it's Rise is like such a immersive experience because it's trackless and it's all that kind of stuff. Like it, fair enough, but like there shouldn't be that many problems with a ride all the time. Like it's kind of crazy why there's so many problems with it.
There's a lot of trees in that.
That is a lot of trees,
Yeah.
especially for
So-
Dino Lands.
Great.
Yeah.
So this is Indy, and I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
the show building, but back here,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that is or this, but you could
No,
put a queue in
But
there.
all this front bit where the path goes up, or what looks like where the path goes up at the moment, is just an open space. There is nothing.
Yeah, there's no
Right.
shade in Dino Land. It's just an open area. I assume this bit here,
Right.
these buildings, is where the like carnival games are and stuff, isn't it?
Where are you pointing at these buildings?
No, yeah, you can't see my screen. The right,
No, I cannot.
the right of the fountain.
Yeah, right.
Right,
Where my
okay.
arrows
Yeah, is
going.
where all the carnival games are. I feel so. Again, that's a big space to like.
No, isn't that like oh, what's the
Or is that
the pizza shop?
Triceratops spin?
No, I think that's to the center.
Coco. This is what you're
left as
talking
you
about,
look
right?
at it. To the
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
I think, is the restaurant and the
Restaurantosaurus. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is all probably,
Restaurantosaurus.
this
Yeah.
is probably
that's where Triceratops spin and all that was.
this looks like seating umbrellas.
And then the
Because at the
top
moment, it looks
top
like a
left.
parking lot.
and top
Yeah.
left is where
Encanto.
yeah, but that's the bit they've just all demolished over the
Yeah.
last 2 years.
What
So
is
that's
this?
completely flat at the moment.
Don't know what that little house is.
No, I
If
don't.
that's going to be somewhere else to eat.
What little house?
Right here in the up
To the right of Encanto.
Oh right, yeah.
the
Yeah,
centre.
might be another restaurant.
But part of it's supposed to be cocoa themed as well, isn't it? Because it's supposed to be like Southern America.
Yeah. Mm,
well, I mean, none of this is guaranteed except for Indy right now.
yeah.
And even that is
No.
might not look like this anyway.
Still loosely dingies.
But I mean, like we're saying though, in order to do this correctly, you're going to have to put in a lot of trees, at least for Indy.
Yeah.
And if you want to do a proper queue, you're going to have to go underground or through the trees or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there is no trees in that area at all because it is like
No.
a parking lot.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
They're going to have to put everything in a lot,
Yeah.
You have to do some
Absolutely.
serious.
which they should do anyway. It's for that park to fit in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to look up the real map, what it looks like now.
It's really boring.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
Dino Land. Okay.
Do you want to
It's
share?
really boring.
No, you can. You go ahead. You can do it.
Yeah. I feel like these.
Oh yeah, there's that Restaurantosaurus.
Yeah, Restaurantosaurus.
Restaurantosaurus.
That's to the
Good
left.
food in there, to be fair.
Yeah, well, Sam won't eat it. It's on the bone, isn't
That was to the left of
Mhm.
that carousel thing.
Yep.
Dino Land. Well, I'm glad they're making it into an indie area then.
Yeah, but it's not just Dino Land, it's Dino Land USA.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Not
Well, to
anything
be
right now.
perfectly fair, I mean, they did have the entire duck family there for photo ops. I mean, and we're talking all the ones from like Launchpad, Scrooge, Webby,
Huey, Louie, and
Huey,
Dewey.
Dewey, Louie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Both Donald, Daisy, and even on occasion they would have like Ludwig von Drake. So I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
it's cool. You know what I mean? If you're into
Yeah.
that, if you're into those series of television series and whatnot, I mean that's like House of Mouse. That's like right up your alley. But which I all know I'm a huge like fan of the Sensational Six, plus the Duck universe, and so for me it was like what I always wanted when I visited Dinoland USA. But the rides, I didn't go on any of them, so yeah.
Yeah,
Thing is, though, when they close Dinosaur, it leaves Animal Kingdom with 4 rides.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they need something else, and a drone show would be perfect for them, as we've said.
Yeah.
But are they going
That way,
to?
then the park could stay open later.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting
looking
5
at it
rides
on the map.
not 4.
Is
There's
it?
a little mouse coaster.
Yeah, which is already
That's not
gone.
there.
Which is
Oh,
already gone.
that's
Good job, Google. Google Maps. Good job.
Zoom in a bit. I can't see it even with my glasses on because I'm old and blind.
And also, if you were to compare this with the concept art,
The concept art looks huge compared to the
I mean,
map,
like,
the actual.
Oh, he's spinning it around.
Indy would have to be in this corner, right? Like that's
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So it looks like there's loads of trees there, but it doesn't feel that treey.
yeah, but
When
this
you-
this would all have to be like trees.
That tree.
You got water
Yeah, you
here.
know what I mean.
Wait.
But the thing is, though, with that area, they've had a permit, haven't they? They've got permission to have
Oh,
like.
you turned the
trailers and
map a
stuff
bit. That's why.
Yeah, well, that's
Behind.
what I'm saying. If you were to compare it, this
So
would-
which part of behind?
Yeah.
To the left of where it is, over the road, or behind the lake?
Yeah,
Because which way are they going to expand?
well, right here, I think
Are they going to use that lake there to expand a little bit, that water, or
Just drain the lake and then you have all that land.
Oh yeah,
That
drain the land, flatten it.
That would have been a put in lake.
Because there's the parking lot.
It's full of gators anyway, isn't it? All those.
Yeah.
Probably.
They would have to reload
No, it's not. But okay.
Oh, is it not?
No, the gate, the Crocs are on the other end of the park. They're not in that.
It's where the people are.
in
That's
that
where the
water
Crocs
feature.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the restaurant, I'm assuming then they're just going to retheme Restaurantosaurus because
Because that fits in, right? And then here would be a round area. And
So
Yeah,
zoom in a bit
that's
more,
right.
Jason.
Sorry?
Zoom in a little bit more, please.
To what area?
So that carousel-y thing
Yeah.
that looks
Right
on
here.
the concept art must be
That's
that-
the Triceratops swirl.
bin. Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
obviously going to replace that with something else.
Yeah.
Swirly.
They're just gonna,
Well, I mean,
they're
this
just gonna
is
And
all.
everything behind that has gone already.
Yeah, this is all. This is all we get.
Yeah, that's gone already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that'll yeah. So where the coaster was will be where the Encanto house is, and then that other building that we weren't sure what it was is Chester's and Hester's, which is the shop. So
Yeah,
assuming there'll be another shop there.
Yeah.
this is the boneyard that'll be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't know what they're putting in there.
Although you could refine that to Indy if you wanted to, and do digs.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they will.
Yeah.
Because that'll be super cheap to do.
Yeah.
Yes, for the low price of $79.95, you too can have your own crystal skull. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you
just
can
bury
already
a bunch
go buy
in the
that.
dirt.
So.
Digging not included. Right. Got it.
Yeah.
Poor
For an
Kenny.
extra 100, we'll pull out your heart.
Okay, Kenny's signing off. He's
All right.
not-
But will you light it on fire?
Kenny.
Take care, Kenny.
Yeah,
Oh,
get better,
right.
Kenny.
You missed his last.
Get some rest, Kenny.
Yeah, I mean, you know, D23 is just around the corner, and
Yeah.
we may be surprised.
I'm
I
not.
hope we are, because they pulled out some big announcements.
It's been
before
the
it.
past few years has been so
So
bad.
lackluster.
And
So
then half
lackluster.
the stuff they
All
said
these.
is gone.
Oh, we're gonna do this, or
Yeah. And
so. I'm not.
In
I'm
10
not-
years' time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never give a time.
But what you're getting now is a Figment meet and greet. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, was it last year or year before they had that Hulk, like giant Hulk
Yeah.
guy
in
walking
the,
around?
Yeah.
He was there for like what, a week, and then we don't see him anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2 weeks. Was he a month? How long
I mean,
was he?
whatever, though. I mean, if you're gonna have that much,
Yeah.
work put into that, and it's not even a ride. I'm like, come on, you could have millions of those
Yeah.
walking around. Make one abominable snowman next to, next to Everest or Matterhorn. Like
Mm.
you could do a lot of things with that.
Yeah, I mean, the characters in Disneyland Paris are abysmal. I will say that.
Yeah, we don't have anyone near enough.
They've been the same ones since they've opened. We very rarely get anything new or up to date or.
Well,
You
wait a
can
minute.
do
You
the
guys have the
Robin
Robin. You guys have the complete Robin Hood set, right?
Yeah, they
We
don't
used
come out
to,
anymore. though.
not anymore.
You know what Paris has that no other park has? BMX.
Oh, it is.
I wondered how long it was going to be before you brought
You
that up.
can have it. We will
You know,
send
There's
it
no
over to
expense on
you.
that one.
You can
You
have
got
it.
ramps
We
and
will
fire
ship
and
it
everything.
for you quite happily.
Oh my gosh.
They
That
definitely
was-
got a
I've got a
monopoly
dragon.
on BMX.
That 10 seconds is burned in my head.
I
can't
know.
get rid of it.
100%.
It's like 20 minutes. It's 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, it's about a 20-minute
Never
show.
get back.
No. I got better things to do in 20 minutes than sit there.
Yeah,
And...
absolutely. I just.
Now,
my
if they
favorite
gave us
thing-
BMX to ride ourselves, okay, that's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. My favorite thing is there's just two shows in one. It's just let's have a sing off, but at the same time, let's have just some random dudes doing some BMX tricks. Like How did you come up with this concept?
Don't forget,
How
don't
do you
forget
put these
there's
two things together?
trampolines as well. There's
And then-
Oh, the
trampolines.
trampolines and the fire. The
And the
fire.
fire, yeah.
And then having it all be Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
they had to tie it into Disney somehow. I mean,
Complete WTF moment. It's like of all the stuff you could have done for that, why pick?
Yeah.
It's,
They'd have been
It's-
better off doing it Peter Pan and have like crazy Lost Boys on BMX. At least that you can kind of. But no. Oh, look. Zach had a
Zach
tap.
will be back.
Yeah.
He's gone to get a bowl for his M&Ms.
He's gonna sit there and separate all the green ones.
Why are you eating M&Ms?
I don't like the red ones.
So,
They stopped making my favourite M&Ms, and I'm sulking
oh
over it.
yeah, I don't think I told you guys this. So I ordered some mint M&Ms,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
and I ordered it from Walmart. Right, there was 2 bags, and I think they were $10 each.
Yeah.
My order came, said it was delivered, and I'm like, "Where's the M&Ms? They're not part of this." So I get on there, and they're like, "Yeah, it says here they should be there." Nope. So apparently, the company that was selling them, because it wasn't Walmart, it was a third party. They just didn't send them. Didn't bother telling anybody. Didn't say nothing. Just poof, your order didn't come. So I got a refund, and then I see them reposted it for double the price.
No.
So they were like, "Oh, this guy caught on that these are the last packages, and
Yeah.
double the price." So we just didn't send them to you, so you'll get your refund, I guess. So
No,
Into
I
the ether it
they
went.
were my favourite ones with mint M&Ms.
yeah,
And
what was
You
that
have to
list?
find a new flavour.
What did you say,
no,
Liz?
no, you can't.
I said into the ether they went.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Hopefully they'll realise the error of their ways and they'll bring
If I was Walmart, I would be like, "Nope, you're not selling on our platform anymore. You're gonna
That's right.
do that to your
Get
customer."
that.
Yeah, definitely.
But clearly, that they don't care. So
As long as they still sell Swedish fish, I don't care.
Of course
the
not,
dirty
Sharon.
M&Ms.
Yeah,
As
because we
long
were
as
never able
Harbo
to
sells
get
Swedish fish, I got
M&Ms in the UK.
they sell them at Christmas time too.
Do they?
Yeah.
That means I've got to bring like a year's supply back.
I know. And then I was like, you know what? I can pay double the price.
Yeah.
But
Put
no,
in my bag
I'll just
when we
wait.
go at Christmas. I'll bring some M&Ms
Yeah.
home for you.
Because we were never able to get the mint M&Ms in the UK. So
No, it's
Well,
like I can't
if they're
get
out
Swedish-
here, I'll buy extras. Okay.
yeah, it's like bulk buy them.
I've got 2 kilos of Swedish fish on the way to me, actually. But I'm not
No,
allowed to
thank
eat them at the moment. I'm saving them.
I love Swedish fish too. I'm just saying.
I'm not sharing. I'm mine.
I still like my Dutch licorice, the salty stuff.
It's because you're weird.
No,
All right.
I'm not love a licorice.
I gave some to our friend Alex and LMG Vids, and they were in my car, and I gave them some, and they quickly tried to roll down the window to spit it out.
It doesn't taste that bad. If you like it,
They've been in my pocket all day.
Because it was too salty for them. The black licorice, that Dutch black licorice.
Yeah.
See, that's weird because Chris with a K gets very salty. He gets
Yeah.
very salty on his during his chats. He is about one of the most saltiest people on the West Coast. So I don't understand how he don't like salt.
You should see him when he
I
gets
don't get it.
try to get a line for $5.
Oh yeah, that was really funny. But we don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah, we can't.
All
do
right.
it.
fair
Oh,
When
enough.
he broke his,
That's the thing about Disneyland Paris and their like cost cutting things. We don't get really nice popcorn buckets.
no.
Have you?
Yeah,
not.
that's.
Apparently
But I've
cool.
heard about Magic Kingdom too.
Yeah,
'Cause
we
only
don't get-
Disneyland is the one that gets all the cool popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
They just keep coming
To
out
be
That's
with-
fair, they're all on
Like-
eBay for extra prices.
Like
Oh,
that
Tokyo's
one right
are
there
amazing.
is a
Tokyo
popcorn
ones are the best.
Oh, where's she going? Here she goes. She's going to go and get a popcorn bag.
This is what
We
we
get a
get.
bag.
That's a bag.
Yes.
It's a bag, yeah. Hang on. Yeah, it's a bag.
You got M&Ms in there?
And that's what the popcorn. These are our souvenir popcorn bags.
So,
Why is it a?
so
but
Sam, is
it
that
looks
made
like
out
it's
of
lined.
nylon?
Yeah, it's
Is it to keep it cold?
waterproof. It's you can wash it out and everything, but
I'll be right back.
And it's got
that's
top of it.
Yeah.
Velcro.
That's to
Yeah.
stop me from eating it.
and then it's Velcro.
Right.
And like the
Yeah, but
box of
The
popcorn.
Velcro's
in
never
there.
stopped you.
Velcro does not stop me now. Does not stop
Like
me.
I said, I mean, look,
I really like
if Facebook ain't going to stop you by playing Running with the Devil, clearly a little Velcro ain't nothing to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can't believe they blocked my post earlier. I was so cross.
That's funny.
I can believe it.
So that
They don't
all
like
it
David
is
Lee
over
Roth.
at-
I get it.
yeah.
Yeah, so we don't get anything cool and sexy. We either get a nasty plastic bucket, which looks nasty and plastic, or we get a
Yeah.
little cool bag which holds the carton.
Because I heard about that over. Because Kenny is saying the same thing about how in Walt Disney World, he was seeing all the
let me
cool
get my
popcorn
bucket.
buckets that we get, or that
They
Disneyland gets.
just got Walt Disney World have just got the Pizza Planet one in.
So we get Disney World gets this is the popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
seriously?
I'm a trendsetter. Look at this. Let's go.
Yeah, so that's the Disney World popcorn bucket.
Wait, okay, so that's
Right.
from Disney World, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
the AP bucket or just a regular bucket?
Just a regular bucket.
Okay. Because I know at Disneyland they came out with an AP bucket from, I can't remember what it was from, but it's free refills and everything. But it was a
Yeah.
little bucket
Disneyland
like
Paris doesn't get AP stuff.
No, we don't get AP.
that. Oh,
stuff.
really?
Yeah.
We don't even get a magnet.
We don't get nothing.
Rubbish.
Wow.
We get nothing.
I have my magnet somewhere over there. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice to show off.
Yeah.
Get a magnet envy. I love a magnet.
And they're just sitting there doing nothing, collecting dust.
Oh, why are they not on your fridge?
My fridge is stainless. It doesn't stick.
Adhere.
You can't
hear,
put magnets
whatever.
on. Jesus.
I have to put it on the side where it's actually metal.
He's got a plastic fridge. It's one of the little tiny ones.
I have that in the garage actually, but
Yeah, but Walt Disney World have just got the Pizza Planet vans in. They just arrived last week before.
The what? A van?
The
Yeah,
the, the Toyota
van.
Toyota delivery vehicle.
Oh, the little
Yeah.
truck. Yeah.
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 It's
uh-huh.
not little
Yeah.
truck. It's bigger than my car. It's a big truck.
Well, yeah, but a go-kart's bigger than your car, Sharon. So yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. It is.
I mean, I've seen
Yeah, but
golf
see,
carts
but-
bigger than your car.
Yeah.
And down here
Sharon
in
can
Florida,
fit clowns
everybody's
in
got a
her
golf
car
cart.
at least. Yeah, everybody does, right?
wait, hang on. There we go.
Okay.
I keep moving. I was on the left earlier on, and now I'm on the right.
Because Zach left.
That's
Right,
what
well, yeah,
Wait, hang on.
There we
There you
go.
there you go.
Lewis, I'll keep you in center square.
Oh, okay,
We're in our
good.
respective places.
Hey, why don't we get back to the subject?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, CommuniCore.
Bad decisions. Bad decisions and
Yeah.
no money.
So, we were talking about Dino Land and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Is Avatar going to come to Disneyland?
No.
Is actually going to they're going to spend money on that and Disney
It's gonna
Forward
be-
and all that?
An experience.
Yeah.
So Mark and Huey were talking about this a couple of weeks ago when I was on their show, and they are definitely on the skeptic side of the argument that Disneyland Forward is not going to be ready by July 2028, the month before the Summer Games in Los Angeles, and that it's going to be a giant SHIT show. So, yeah, that's their breed. Everything I've read is that both Iger and DeMario said it's going to be ready by July 26, 20. So
What is this? What is what?
Will be.
What will be ready? What's what?
Yeah.
Disneyland Forward.
Yeah, I know. But what does
We
that
don't-
mean?
Disneyland
We
Forward
don't know
will
what that
be
is.
ready to the public by July 26th.
2 years.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, no way.
No,
There's
it's
no way.
4 years from now, but I understand what you're saying.
2028, he said.
2028. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
So
No.
Look how long it's
Is it
taking them to
gonna
do the
happen?
queue for
well,
Haunted Mansion.
not if you don't have, not if you're not doing 3 shifts a day in your construction. Clearly, it
Not
won't.
if you don't have any kind of concept of what you're going to do.
You know what they need to do? They need to hire the Universal construction workers because
Right.
they've started that out in 2 years, and it's
Yeah.
But here,
it's going to blow Disney World out.
to be honest, what you're saying though, they had Scott Trowbridge, who is the one who was doing the Wizarding World. So they did bring him over, and they still gave him no budget, and he couldn't do anything. What they were supposed to do with Galaxy's Edge. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who they bring over, what construction workers, if they're not going to pay for it. They're
Yeah.
not going to get it.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. They just need to put money into it. It needs to be like, right, this is what we need to do. To keep everyone happy, we need to put money into
And just
it.
think, you think back when Walt first built Disneyland, how many he took out loans on his house. He did this, he did that, and he did all this stuff for all of us.
Yeah.
And now they're just skimping on everything, trying
Yeah.
to get
And
by.
he did everything in 1 year.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
1 year too.
Well, historically, the opening day of Disneyland was a shit
Flop.
show. It was a disaster.
Yeah.
And look at it now. It's,
And there were so many things that were going wrong, and said, well, we should delay it. And he was like, no, if we delay it, then we're going to lose the trust of
yeah, exactly.
company.
Yeah, he had to pick bathrooms over the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
And now for them today, it's just
To take 5 years to build one roller coaster, it's insane.
Well, it was important to get that woke movie out. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Or the television series, right?
or
Oh,
television.
Yeah. There's another thing.
Because Space Witches are more important than Disneyland Forward. Just remember that, Jules. Space Witches are always more important. Hate it for
And
you.
they never pull their sword unless they have to, or flashlights.
Exactly so.
And yet, every time I see them, they're pulling out their lightsaber. I don't know what the hell's going on there.
I'm glad I didn't watch any of that.
It'll make you angry. You can't watch it. You'll kill
Yeah,
Oh,
Sharon
no,
knows
yeah.
me already.
Like you're gonna climb the wall. I agree.
Yeah, he's not allowed to watch it. He'll smash something up.
Yeah. I smashed.
There's going to be fists in this TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharon
Well,
said
have
you're gonna
that
turn into Lou
said.
Ferrigno Steamboat.
So I've actually said what Disney Forward entails. Is it just going to be the
You want to bring up the map?
It doesn't even fucking matter anymore.
I
Yeah,
know.
is it just going to be Pandora, or are they?
No.
No.
there's-
So Sam,
Should be a
so
lot,
right now,
actually.
WDI has 3 separate concepts for Disneyland Forward. The first is the Avatar experience. The second is a Peter Pan expansion in Disneyland Forward. And the third is World of Frozen to California.
Right.
Those are the 3 pieces, like in Hollywood Variety, LA Times. What's the other?
What is that?
And all I
Out
can
of California, but
think is just going to be a building where you walk in and say hi to everybody
Oh yeah.
you mean like a meet and greet?
and sit down and have lunch.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask, are they going to take inspiration from Fantasy Springs for the Peter Pan inspired
They're not
area?
allowed to. That's
Yes.
They're not allowed to. It's,
They can't do the right. They can take inspiration from it. But
yeah, 'cause I was going to say it's 5 years before they can use any of it, is it?
so I'm going to turn this on the side because it's.
Or is it 10?
Yeah, but they could use certain thematic elements
Yeah.
And
just,
from the agreement.
yeah.
So I mean, it's
So what we're
it can be
talking-
physically done. It just
Yeah,
like you said, it's a money question.
Right.
that's it.
So what we're talking about here is this parking lot.
Yeah,
Right.
And this
yeah, all of that there, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm.
This
And
so if you
rectangle.
okay, so if you look at the map from above, Mark and Huey said that the Avatar experience is going to be on the California Adventure side, right?
Yep.
And then if
Left-hand side,
that
yeah.
is to the left of your screen. So that parking lot that's in the upper left corner, that's supposed to be where Avatar is going to go. Now, if you look over on the other side of the hotel complex,
what it's going to be Avatar-wise, he's not confirmed whether it's going to be like a rip-off of Pandora, Disney World, or whether it's going to be something else.
it's
not a rip-off, but it'll be similar.
Similar.
So,
but it might have different rides.
Right.
So again with the Avatar experience, so they're talking about actually incorporating Way of Water into the new Avatar experience in California. That's the second thing. So possibly you're going to see an attraction based on the Way of Water. Likewise, the parking lot to the right of the screen where Mickey and Friends is, and then you have that parking area, then you have the hotel complex. That area is going to be where Frozen Ever After and Peter Pan going to go.
Right.
And that'll be part of Disneyland. The other one will be
and that'll be on the Disneyland side of Disneyland Forward. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not a third gate then?
Frozen Ever
Well,
whatever.
No,
It
so
is and it isn't a third gate.
There'll be
It
a
is what it is.
crossover. There'll be a crossover here. There'll be a crossover here.
Right.
But
and
if you tie into this, which is our Toy Story parking lot,
right,
Yeah.
if they want to make this
the new shopping district.
well, but they can make it a third park as well.
Oh, third gate, right. That'd be cool.
And then
be very cool.
And then of course we have where our next parking structure will be.
Right.
Again, that
We have this hotel here that they bought. So you
Right.
have a parking structure. Parking structure here. This will be other parking, but this I believe is their kitchen where they cook everything.
The institutional kitchen. Right.
Yeah, it used to be
then,
something else. It used to be like
something else, but they bought it. So this will be a
immigration
walking
is what
path,
it
and
used
then
to
there'll be a bridge that goes over, and then this is where
Right.
you enter.
Well, Robbie Von Roll was talking to us about possibly doppelganger in from DCA into our experience, and maybe having a wedway from the Disneyland park into the Disneyland side of Disneyland Forward.
It's too much money.
It's not as much as you think it is.
I'll
Installing
see
a
it,
Doppelmayr.
or I'll believe it when I see
Installing
it.
a Doppelmayr is going to be less than $5 million.
Yeah, I don't know. They rather have us walk to get there than taking transportation.
A giant people mover.
I
Again, a
hope
wedway.
it'd be a
Yeah.
really. I would hope it would be. I think that would be. I wanted one for Galaxy's Edge from Tomorrowland.
Yeah,
I already had. What do you call it? The Imagineer. What do you call armchair Imagineering? That having before Star Wars Land opened, I was like, oh, they should make a people mover that went from Tomorrowland, go through a tunnel that's like a warp tunnel or whatever, and then you come out and you're in Galaxy's Edge. And vice versa, something like that.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
The hell?
Space.
What's that? That's new. I've never seen.
It's a drone shot of that's pretty cool.
3D.
Oh, is it AI?
Aye.
Aye, Captain.
That is cool.
They have a bunch of them.
I wonder who did that. Theme park, or
just
who did that?
No, these are 3D
renders.
Yeah, 3D renders.
Google Earth renders, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
It
well
does
good.
seem like they're doing like very much a copy and paste in all the parks now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like obviously Frozen has gone into
I think
here,
Frozen-
and then it's going to here, and then it's going to here, and it's just like parks are losing their like individuality in effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like everything's going to be the same in every park. So what is the point of going from
Yeah.
California to Florida to Disneyland Paris if they're all going to have the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
See,
know.
if I were going to Florida, I don't even know if I would go see Magic Kingdom because we have way more rides at Disneyland.
Steve,
But
you come out to Florida, you're going to Magic Kingdom. If I got to pay for
All
it,
right.
you're going.
Yeah, drag your
Because
kid
their
and
castle's
screaming.
bigger.
Yeah.
all right.
If I got to hit you
I-
over the
I-
head,
the one
throw you
park
in the
that-
trunk of my
I-
car.
You want to fit
Right.
The one park I really like to see there is Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
That'd be the one park I want to see.
I think you'll dig it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we got to go on the Liberty Bell at Magic Kingdom anyway. We got to go
Oh,
on the
that's
Liberty
right.
Bell and drink mint
Okay,
julep
that's-
like a couple of fools.
Yep.
That's the whole
There we
reason we
go.
got to go.
Exactly. Okay. Oh, and I have to go because I got to ride the People Mover. So
Yep.
There
I
you go.
take that
see.
back. I
Exactly.
have to go
Yes.
see Magic Kingdom.
Better do that before
Yes,
they
you do.
get rid of the Rivers of America over there.
What?
Yeah.
What's that
Just
about?
rumors.
I don't think that's going to happen. I do not
No, I
think
don't
that's
think
going to
so.
happen.
They got rid of the sub ride.
I mean,
so.
I mean, Jason, the Liberty Bell is literally a people eater. You can seat literally 275
I'm-
people on that joke.
I'm right there with you, and I don't want it to happen, but just saying, there's rumors. That's all.
Depends what they do with this Beyond Big Thunder Mountain thing. That they
I mean, granted, I would love it if they'd redo
Yeah.
Fort Wilderness, but whatever.
Well, they just did that, so it's not going to happen again for a while.
I thought they
Yeah,
did
but you don't have
California,
to
not
count.
Florida.
Yeah.
Fort Wilderness?
Fort Wilderness on Tom Sawyer Island.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about like the hotel thing.
No. I'm talking about the attraction, not the resort. But yeah, exactly. I mean, that and also, you know, Beyond Big Thunder, you got to put it somewhere,
Yeah.
and you got the land, so make it happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it is, you know, they're talking a very good talk, but
Yeah, and showing you
yeah.
pictures.
yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
But then they show you the pictures, they talk the talk, and then they cancel everything.
Yeah.
So bait and
Yeah.
switch.
Yeah.
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 Or if they do it, it's just nothing at all like the concept art. It's just
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like what we
Yeah,
started
we were just-
with the cafeteria? That's what
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Yeah.
They come full circle.
Absolutely. See?
It's going to be interesting to see if our Studio One expansion at Disneyland Paris looks anything like the concept art, because I don't think it's going to look like it.
No, absolutely
I
not.
think they're going to open it. It's shut for a year. They're going to open it, and we're going to be like, what have they done?
Yeah, but we're used to that in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, all right.
We're used to that. That's not a thing. Yeah, it's like,
I mean, you got some bang of a ride. You got Cars Road Trip. Come on.
Yeah, the video of that will be up next week, so you can enjoy it in its full glory.
Let's go.
7 minutes of it.
Yeah, it's literally half the Studio Tram Tour. Studio
Yeah.
Tram Tour would be 15 minutes. It's now 7.
That's talking about
Wow.
like wasting money.
That's so.
You guys
messed
have
up.
all the Iron Man suits, right?
We have all the Iron Man suits.
Yeah, like on display. And
Not really.
no,
There's a Hulkbuster in the cafe, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a whole
Oh.
costume. Starks.
one of the parks has them.
Factory.
It's not ours.
Must be Shanghai or whatever.
Hong Kong.
Oh no, I
Hong
think
Kong.
they're in the
Hong Kong
queue
has
for,
the-
Flight Force.
Oh, then. I don't know. I wouldn't go in that. It goes upside down. It's not my thing.
Yeah. No, I know they've got some of the Iron Man suits in the queue for Flight Force because obviously where they've just overlaid Rock and Roller Coaster.
Right.
In
there's another.
We used to have them in what used to be our launch or Star Wars launch bay, but
which used to be Innovations, which used to be
Innovations.
America Sings,
which was Carousel.
God bless it.
and the Carousel Progress.
Yeah.
And the World of Tron, second level.
Yes, the People Mover. I know
that building's probably been used for more things than any other place.
Yeah, I still think they should put the sphere thing in there and make it a theater.
It's such an awesome idea. You could do anything in there.
Yep, that'd be so cool, and that fits in with Tomorrowland. So,
they would never do it.
No, I know they won't.
Plus, I don't think, they can make their own, but I don't think they can actually copy that. From them,
They'll have that guy that made his walkway. I forgot his name. That Imagineer that made that moving walkway.
Oh, Lanny.
Yeah, have him. Do it.
He's the one who made the lightsaber as well.
Exactly. Yep.
Lanny.
He's cool.
Schmoot. Yeah.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Yeah, that walkway is cool. I hope they implement that soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were coming up with ideas for that. Like, how cool would it be if your whole queue was built on that and it was just moving you along? An actual people mover.
Put it in the new test track. Put it in the new test track. World of Motion inspired. Because that's the future.
Another thing that's not going to be as exciting as we hope it's going to be, I reckon.
Yeah, and that sucks because
test track 2.0?
I wrote
3.0,
3.0 now, yeah.
3.0?
I loved the original test track. That was my go-to ride in Epcot. Absolutely loved it. Every time I went to Epcot last time I went, it was like one of the first rides I went on. It's just fantastic, but I hope it does it justice. I really do. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. But
you mean how we feel about Splash?
I've been trying to avoid it as much as possible to try and have a view for myself.
Yeah.
And make my own opinion.
Exactly.
Try and do a lot with the newer stuff that I want to watch whilst I'm there and experience and try and push away from it a little bit and just have my own experience. Be like, okay, this is my actual thought.
Remember when you go, don't record your first time. Just experience it first, and then when you go back, then you can record everything.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's take it all in for myself first, and then
don't look at it through a lens first. Look at with your own eyes first.
Absolutely.
You can try and do it when you're out there without me, Sam. When you're available.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Kenny to go on that, and then we're gonna do our continuation ride through.
Yeah, because we did a ride through with Kenny.
Which Lewis, if you go on that with him or whatever, you can join us on that too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as he doesn't troll me about the Tower of Terror, we'll be fine. I'm not doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do obviously Tiana's.
You wanted to call it Splash Mountain. Just call it Splash Mountain.
I don't want to call it Splash Mountain.
Kenny's sent me that picture.
And then obviously go to Sharon Springs. Obviously do the drone show at Disney Springs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the new nighttime show at Universal and the new Universal Parade.
Speaking about the drone show, I went and saw it last Saturday. Triumphant.
Yeah.
I think when you go, you're really, really going to dig it.
It
looks amazing.
They're always better in the flesh, aren't they? They're always better in real life than they are on the big.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Lewis, we were asking somebody else, but I'm going to ask you, could you hear the drones?
I couldn't. But then I was near a speaker. So
okay, that's what he said too.
But I'm not saying you can, and I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I couldn't because of the music.
Yeah.
But I love the music because they played the Orange Bird song. So I thought that was outstanding. So
Yes,
So
and
the
you
orange
can't really
bird.
hear the drones at Disneyland Paris.
No,
It's-
and we're pretty
Yeah,
close
'cause
to
it's above the castle, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like a castle show, isn't it?
Yeah, but I hate that freaking music.
What
Oh,
music?
that
Oh,
music's
it's
lovely,
iconic.
it's sentimental. It's
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's
He doesn't
honestly.
like the Main
What
Street
music is
Electrical
that?
Parade. He's a weirdo.
It's electrical parade, but in the sky.
Yeah, it's electrical.
Awesome.
So Disneyland Paris
Your
now have got the electrical sky parade,
Yeah.
and the music they've
What?
made for it.
Why did they call it
literally
Spy
mimics
Parade?
the-
Oh,
Sky.
Sky.
Oh, Sky.
Sky.
I was gonna say Spy. Why is it called Spy Parade?
Oh
'Cause they're
Lord!
spying on you with the drone.
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
They all have cameras
so who's
looking
the hick
down.
now, Steve? Who's
Yeah.
the hick now? You'll be all right.
It is amazeballs. They should bring back the Main Street Electrical Parade. I really
Yeah.
100%.
Here,
That
here,
Do they
was-
have the
here,
worm
that would
going
be
in
awesome.
the sky?
Oh, I hope so.
Jason's
That-
favorite.
Jason's
As
favorite.
long as it doesn't have that stupid worm.
Yeah.
They have got the stupid worm.
They have got
Yeah.
the stupid one.
Does it go meow 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 meow?
Yeah,
Of course it does.
Can't watch it.
See, now
what's the
instead of
orange
melted ice cream, you can
Yeah, I
send
love
him
that.
that worm.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to control me with melted ice cream. You're both horrible people.
What's the orange bird song?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh
What
yeah,
is
so
that?
the Orange Bird song, right? So the Orange Bird is a Disney World specific character,
Yeah.
and the song was created by Robert and Richard Sherman back in 1969
Okay.
in anticipation of the opening of Walt Disney World in 1971. And the story and the song were conceived by Disneyland Records, and then former Miss America 1958, Anita Bryant, sung the song. Anyway, they play the song during the show, and it's really, really cool.
Nice.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a
does.
Disney World thing. I mean, like
I know.
there's this whole cult Orange Bird cult thing going on. And I'm
Yeah,
definitely
Orange
drinking
Bird
that
is
Kool-Aid.
huge.
Yeah, there's so
I
much
love the
merch,
Orange
isn't
Bird.
there?
Yeah, we see
Oh yeah,
little stuffed animals and stuff, and like, who the heck
Yeah.
is this
You
thing?
can
yeah,
get
the
everything
plushies.
going.
Yep.
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
plushy things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much about Walt Disney World, so that's why.
It's just
Sorry.
going to be very
That means you
strange
gotta come
going
out,
into
Steve.
Epcot.
Yeah.
You got to come
It's going to be
out.
very strange going into Epcot without a festival in there. That's the only thing I've got. Yes.
What is it like the
Why?
only 4 weeks?
When I'm not going
happens.
until there is 2 festivals. When we go in November, it's actually the end of one festival and the beginning of another one, which is handy.
There you go.
Yeah, we catch the last 48 hours of food and wine,
Right,
and then we've got a week's break, and then Festival of the Holidays starts.
right.
yeah.
Festival holidays, huh?
Yeah, that's in November. But I go out in 5 weeks. There's nothing on in Epcot.
Does that?
Except you're up for going without me.
I mean, is that bad? That there's not going to be any extra food and wine.
Well, Zach's on a health kick, so it's probably best.
I mean, but like for going there, you're going to have less
is
people
that
there.
a to-do thing? You have to do it.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like Epcot's gonna be quiet without a festival, though.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
hoping
That's
it will
good
be.
because you'll be able to see more of it.
That's what I mean. Is that a bad
Yeah.
thing?
It's not a bad thing.
no, it's
No,
not a
it's
bad
not.
thing. No, it's just gonna be weird.
Yeah. We pretty much.
Well,
use
you know that's the
Epcot
motto
as
of Epcot, Zach. Keep it Epcot weird.
Yeah,
There it is.
exactly.
You know.
That's
All I'm
Exactly.
hoping is that if it's quieter, it means it'll be easier to get a Guardians
Right.
like
Sure,
queue,
yeah,
and then
sure.
I can just
Yeah.
write
You wanna
Guardians.
go on it without
And it'd be
me.
easier to get on Remy, and it'd be easier to get in front
Yeah.
of
No, don't
Remy.
care about
that.
Absolutely.
About doing Remy
Don't care
because
about
we've
Remy.
got it in Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they
like-
speak French
we-
over there.
We've read it for
Yeah.
years.
The one in Epcot speaks French as well.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one
the
in
one in
Epcot
Epcot.
Yes.
is the same track as the one we have in Paris. It's exactly
Yeah.
the same story.
But it's
same.
not all in French.
Well, our one's not all.
No,
in
it's
French.
not all in
Or
French.
it's not.
No, it's like
It's in
it's like
German.
parts of it.
It's in German.
That'd be cool if it was, but it is not.
No.
we would have to write it
language.
with you, Lewis, and that way
It's
you'd be
in-
like, I said this.
It's in gibberish.
Oh, there goes the M&Ms.
Yeah.
You need to share.
I can't eat them at the moment. It's not fair. It's
There
like
you go.
torture watching you eat it.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks.
the blue ones are my favourite. And yellow. That's the same colour as my office.
It is. Yeah.
Wait. Nope, yellow's off. Oh, you just painted your walls like heightened color for your dog. Dogs see blue and yellow, so.
I accidentally painted it the same colour as my Mando armor, and I didn't
Yeah.
even realise.
Yeah, that was cool. I like it.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see, because I know they said obviously they built CommuniCore Hall for like festivals as festival space.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see how they use it during festivals.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, but it looks nothing like the concept art.
no,
so-
it doesn't at all.
Yeah, so
Nothing
it's
at
like
all.
no matter how they use it, it's not going to look the same as.
No.
No.
I watched
Are they going to
the
bring
video.
booths in there, or they
No,
have?
It looks like
This is it.
it looks like the walls could move, so it looks like they could set up.
Oh, one of those where they
dedicated
can
spaces.
section off rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they wanted to do something
Partitions.
like,
Yeah, partitions. Yeah,
So if they wanted to do
like a restaurant.
the Muppet Labs thing that they did in wherever it was when they had that hideous pickle milkshake, they could.
We're going to have our
That was in the
first
Odyssey.
company meeting
Over
in there.
there, and then he's close to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I said it from. I know Kristin said that right down Main Street. She said they've basically built the exact same building again. They've torn down the old one
build
and
the
built
same
the
thing.
exact same building. It's
Why
not
did they do
changed
that?
shape or anything. It's exactly the same as what was there.
Like, because it was cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did they tear it down in the first place?
Because they were going to build something better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, budgets and time, and
Yeah.
we just want to call it done. So let's just make our hallway again.
It's like
Hmm.
it's like the back end. It's like the back end of Epcot. It's like where the play pavilion was going to be. Like,
Yeah, well, that was another thing they let go. Yeah,
which I'm glad about, because that would have been outdated by the
it
time
was a bit.
It was just
Would have
gonna
been
be
outdated
right?
right when they opened it. It would have been outdated already.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Because, I mean, technology is changing, man. You can't. I don't think there's any way to keep up with it anymore. The amount it's changing drastically. I mean, in the next 5 years, it's going to be even more.
Yeah, I mean that's
advanced.
just like the interventions, whatever.
Yeah,
They're always
Yeah.
changing. That's what they
Yeah.
would have had.
I thought that was
Yeah.
the coolest thing though at Disneyland was innovations and how it was, so cool where you can walk in and you saw a TV screen and you got to see other people looking at it and like what are they doing? They're actually talking to people in Walt Disney World. And
Yeah.
it was like, how are they doing this? And this was,
Yeah.
Disneyland was
back when.
built on that kind of stuff. The edutainment things.
Mm.
They had the Hall of Aluminum, the milk,
Yeah.
whatever space,
Yeah.
all that. Like that's
Paint.
all about
Which
learning
is-
stuff.
Which
Yeah.
is what Epcot was. Epcot was all about edutainment.
And it's
And
not got
Yes.
as much.
Right, and they
It's
just slowly
not
strip
anymore.
all that crap out.
yeah, the only thing I can think of that is edutainment anymore is living with the land and
Well, and what about
the
figure?
journey
Living
of
seas.
water.
Living
Yeah,
the seas.
Yeah, living seas.
It's
living
very
seas.
educational. I mean, you get to see the manatees
Yeah.
and the whole coral reef thing.
Yeah, yeah,
What
But even then, we had to tie some kind of IP to it.
yeah.
where's
Oh yeah,
Figment
of
at?
course, of course.
Figments in the
Imagination.
imagination.
Figments
Oh,
in the
okay.
imagination pavilion. Yeah.
Which is supposed to be getting an overhaul at some point as well, isn't it?
Let's not get our hopes up with that.
I'm about to say, don't hold your breath.
And what was that little space buggy or space buddy guy? The guy that got ripped off or stolen?
Oh, the
Body
Body
Wars.
Wars.
yeah,
Training,
yeah.
training command.
Okay.
Yeah. Body Wars, Food Rocks. That was another one back in the day.
Yeah, the Body Wars was like inner space almost.
Yeah.
Right, right. And it was
Void
more or
Train.
less a
Adventure
non-IP Star Tours. That's how the attraction was based. It was, simulator attraction, just like Star Tours.
Oh, right.
Mm.
What's in that building now?
It's
Or is it
event
just
space.
still empty.
Event space.
It seems
And
like
I
they have a
don't mean
lot
like
of event
I don't mean
space.
like festival space. I mean like Like, let's say you had a pile of money and you want to have a party at Epcot. Well, you'd lease the pavilion, and they'd set it up.
Like I was just saying, first company meeting.
Yeah.
Right.
But we're going to do it in CommuniCore Hall because we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
It's like that guy that goes in and sneaks around and stuff while Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, it's big, but there's nobody there.
Mm.
And you can just sneak around and stuff.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can hop off the train and no one even find you.
Yeah. It's just full of trees on that train.
I at one point, I think we just get off and get out into the corner and like walk to a gas station.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like a wide open thing at one point? You can just see buildings behind you.
Yeah. That was our first episode. It was the best episode.
Yeah, we're making fun of the train announcer.
Yeah.
It was fun.
The Disneyland or Walt Disney World Railroad.
All right.
Good for 20 minutes sit down.
So anything else to trash? I mean, talk about?
Yeah.
You see.
Talk about Tomorrowland.
You seriously haven't got anything else that you want to have a rant about, Sam?
What's that?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I could go on an hour rant quite happily about one thing, but I'm not going to.
Provided it's not about BMX, we're good.
Yeah.
No, it's not about BMX.
Yeah.
What is
It's
it?
about the new DAS system that.
Yeah. Oh my God. People around here are flipping pissed. Like they want to go ballistic.
Yeah.
Like Disney screwed up so huge. They screwed up so bad with the revision of DAS. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, in one way, I understand it.
Past the last 12 years with.
I understand what they were trying to do. They just didn't do it right.
And it looks now.
Oh yeah,
the execution's
completely flawed. I agree.
Yeah.
They really need to have like a sit down with like every disability advocate group in the United States and like hash this out. Like, like I know, rent CommuniCore Hall, invite all the representatives and have their meeting.
There you go.
Talk about how to unscrew the DAS system.
I bet that will happen, and they'll find something that is not like ADA compliant.
In that building.
In that building.
Yeah.
Even though there's nothing in that building, they will find the one thing that is not ADA compliant.
I mean, pardon?
How are we going to cope when we go if you don't get it?
Well, this is the thing. It means if we want to do rides, we either go at stupid o'clock, like late at night, and do them when fireworks or that are on, or we are going to have to buy Genie Plus, and I think that's what they're forcing people to do.
Yeah.
The fact of, if you want
that is a realistic conjecture that they want people to buy the G Plus and buy LLs. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean,
it's a cash grab. I agree.
Yeah. I mean,
and I agree because my own spouse has mobility issues, so we have to get her an ECV when we go.
See, Sam can't have one of those.
You can't operate an ECV, Sam?
It's just
can't work one.
I can't use one. I can work it. I can't use it.
So you're that one that runs into everybody, right?
I swear I can't tell me left from me right, but let's not go into that one.
Well, it's because you guys drive on the wrong side of the road.
There it is.
Yeah, it's where my spinal issues create problems is fact of if I sit down for too long, my legs go dead. It's like my legs are dead now, where I've been sat on a dining room chair.
Watching her try and get up and walk is really quite entertaining.
And that is how this video will end.
That one. But then walking for me is I use a back brace and knee braces, and I can walk for a certain distance, but it obviously gets painful after a while, and I'm painkillers.
Well, you got to take the crown off and not wear the crown, and you'll be okay.
The extra 20-pound crown, it doesn't help.
Yeah, it being top heavy really.
Where, you know, it is mobility, but it isn't mobility, and using an actual mobility scooter would make my condition worse.
Yeah. So they say, oh, you can use a wheelchair. She can't.
No.
Yeah.
Can't use one because it makes my condition worse.
So can I ask you a legitimate question?
Mm-hmm.
Does NHS have a? Does NHS there in Great Britain have a experimental section where they're starting to work with the exoskeleton program yet?
No.
Like what we have here at Boston General in the United States?
No.
No, we're not at that. We're not.
Oh, you guys suck.
Yeah.
We know. The NHS is good, but it's also very shit.
It took them 7 years to do an MRI on my back.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
no. I understand it. Just okay. So right now, like Boston, Massachusetts General Hospital has a pilot program funded by DARPA, which is part of our Department of Defense here in the United States. And they're taking people like yourself, and they're starting to experiment with exoskeletons.
Yeah.
So, like, what you would have for your spinal trouble is you'd have literally an exoskeleton that would go up your spine, and then you'd have a pelvic cradle, and then you'd have powered legs. And this would help you with your mobility and any sort of degenerative problem you have with your neuromuscular skeletal system.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam, you'd be a cyborg.
I would. It'd be good, wouldn't it?
It's not permanently attached. It's like putting on. It's literally like putting on a from a.
Yeah, I know. There's someone
so when you jump
like that,
and he's actually a paraplegic.
Right.
But he's got the exoskeleton legs.
Mm-hmm.
And he can walk with them, even though he is a paraplegic, and it's
cool.
amazing.
Cool.
Yeah,
it's amazing to watch him. Him do it. But at the moment, the batteries on them only last about half an hour.
We can solar panel you. We can solar power you.
Yeah, just solar panel.
What do you mean? We have sun. We have sun once a year. What are you on about?
Yeah, but we'll be using it when we're in Florida, Zach. So it'll be fine.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, fair.
It's so I said, the DAS system has always worked for me. For the 12 years I've used it, it's always worked.
Because we always get a return time for a ride. It's not like we're skipping a queue. We're still waiting.
No.
Yeah.
It's a virtual queue system. I understand it completely.
We go down the lightning lane rather than having to stand in a queue, and we'll go off and do something else. We'll eat. We'll go and ride another ride or whatever, and then come back.
I mean, before I figured out DAS, like my spouse and I would always go on It's a Small World because it's not ADA compliant. Fun fact. And you're able to go right down the exit lane right onto the boat.
Yeah.
Like in less than 38 seconds. It's the best.
I mean, obviously because in Europe we've got different rules regarding proof of disability and all that.
Yeah.
So to get the equivalent DAS system in Disneyland Paris, we actually have to provide official documentation to show our disabilities. Right?
So EU doesn't have HEPA?
No.
Oh, that's fucked up. Forgive me, Jason, for my language. That's messed up. That's not right. Damn Europeans.
So to get my DAS pass at what they call it access pass in Disneyland Paris, I had to provide government documentation to show what my disabilities are,
which is good because she gets it then.
Then I get it without an argument.
Right.
Yeah.
And they've got
it
different
should be
tiers.
an article of faith. It should be an article of faith between you and Disney that you have a condition. It has nothing to do with no damn government.
Yeah, but it's the same in the UK. It's the same and also in Disneyland Paris. they've got different tiers of DAS as well. So depending
Sam's
on
the worst one. Sam's the blue one, which means we're not allowed to ride Crush's Ghost Ride.
so if you basically
back her off.
help to evacuate a ride, so if you need like the fire or something to get you off of a ride, you get the highest level. Someone who has neurodivergent needs gets a lower level, and they would go up a different path to what I would go up, and so it's all done on a tier system there, which
And
is
it
done
works
my
really
question.
well.
It does work really well in Paris. There's
So
not.
why doesn't Disney World DAS use their system?
Because
they
HEPA.
can't.
That's why.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Because they
that.
can't.
Yeah.
Although Universal now asks for proof through a third party.
But that wasn't good enough. They said that Sam could just get in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, Universal is very much you talk to one person, 10 minutes later you talk to another, and you get a different answer.
Hey, it sounds like
Yeah.
Disney. Sounds like Disney now. You call
Yeah.
the customer service representative. You don't like the answer. You say, "I want a supervisor." You get somebody else.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Universal now you have to get the IBCESS, the IBSIS card, which is done through a third party where you upload your documentation to them. They say, yes, you get the IBSIS card, which proves you've got a disability. And then Universal, then you send that to Universal, and then Universal call you to talk about what accommodations they need. Or they will give you.
How should Disney handle that better and still try to limit other people who don't have disabilities from not using it?
I
My thing is, they've said they're going to make it all. It's just for neurodivergent people,
which is wrong.
I mean, my son is neurodivergent. We use the DAS system for him out there as well.
Yeah.
But to look at him, he looks perfectly normal.
He doesn't act perfectly normal, but he does look normal.
He doesnn't act it, but
I mean, that's like our friend Kristen's son. He's got autism, and he wouldn't tell by looking.
Yeah. Well,
or
James
like Eric
got
Ramirez.
autism, and he's got autism and ADHD.
Exactly. Yeah.
So but he looks perfectly normal. Yet they're saying that people were faking a physical disability. I'm sure it's a lot. I mean, I know it's easier for people to fake like a neurodivergent disability.
Oh, of course, yeah, absolutely.
And I would be shocked for that, but it is easier to fake a neurodivergent disability.
You don't have to do that. You just, I broke my leg. I want to get into the beginning of the ride.
Yeah, no, you can't. They just tell you to hire a wheelchair.
No,
So,
they would let people in.
Or get an ECV. Yep.
Yeah.
And if you do have a wheelchair, then they let you in. So.
But now they're saying it's not for. I mean, I know I've argued with them a few times because they class mine as mobility. I mean, it's not mobility, and I've had a few discussions with them. But it's, they've always said DAS was never about mobility because all their rides are ADA compliant, right? And
which they aren't.
And Universal say the same as well.
Disneyland definitely is not. Which is why Haunted Mansion is getting a makeover right now.
Yeah.
Right.
But now they're saying, because it used to be if you had a toilet issue, so if you suffered from Crohn's or anything like that, where you needed, you would get DAS there. Now they're saying that you won't get DAS for Crohn's or anything like that. That you will be able to leave the line and then go back. And they're going, but Disney have said that there will be cast members spaced through the line, and that isn't, and that's not the reality. The cast members
like for example, like CVS or constant vomiting syndrome, right?
Yeah.
No one's going to expect somebody with CVS to withstand a 240-minute queue. No way.
No.
Yeah.
Just like if you had Crohn's, there's no way in heck you're going to be able to tolerate a 240-minute queue. No way. Sorry, not sorry. They should
they're
again. They
saying
should
that
just put you into
basically-
DAS and give you your virtual queue time, and you show up.
Yeah,
it's just
I mean,
garbage.
even in February, even with Daz, we were still queuing in some rides for a good half an hour in that queue.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not a skip to the front of the line card by any means.
No.
And, you know, the amount of people who have like IBS and Crohn's and said, you know, ulcerative colitis, they're going to be in these queues. They are going to have accidents. It will happen because then they're saying they've got to push to the front of the queue to tell the cast member that they're coming back out the queue, that they can then join the queue. And you're like, how's that going to work?
But then that's just going to cause. Then that's just going to cause an uproar with everyone else. Like, well, they're pushing in, so
they won't understand.
Exactly. Oh, Tim the cast on this, I can go back where I can be. You know what I mean?
And they're also telling people in ECVs this. Now, the queue is wide enough for an ECV. Yes, it's not wide enough for an ECV to turn around in.
No.
And come back out.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is what they're telling people.
Yeah, try to do a 3-point turn in an ECV in a queue line. It's not going to happen. I agree.
Yeah, no.
That's Austin Powers right there.
It's a little beyond Austin Powers, a lot smaller than that beautiful hallway they had in the desert. Forget it.
Yeah.
Man.
So, you know, you just
monkey garbage.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really hoping. I mean, look, I don't want anybody to get harmed. Like, and I don't want anybody to be inconvenienced. But you know, it's only a matter of time before there's some kind of like major
and then he gets sued.
A breach of somebody with Crohn's disease, and next thing you know, there's like fecal matter all over that queue. Right?
Yeah, and then
they have to close down the whole damn ride to send in a sanitation squad.
Yeah.
That's kind of
that's going to be what, 90 minutes? 90 minutes?
At least.
120 minutes?
At least.
That's what I meant when I said Disney was going to learn the hard way.
They're going to learn the hard way. Agreed, just like Jason said.
It's going to take incidents like that and a lawsuit for them to change it.
But this is the other thing, right? Okay, so you can't apply for DAS until you've got your park tickets in your hand.
Which is bait and switch.
Yeah. And when you actually speak to, because you can't do it at the parks anymore, it has to be done online.
Right.
And when you go into the chat online, you have to sign a waiver to say that you will not take part in a party litigation against Disney.
Class action.
You can't do that.
Yeah. So basically, if you don't get it and you then want to fight them in court, or you can't join a party litigation.
So, party, like a class action.
Yeah, class action. Yeah. And you have to for that before you apply for DAS.
Yeah.
But you can individually sue them if you have money.
But who's got the money to do that? Yeah.
What should happen is when you're booking, and if you need an accessible room like close to amenities and things like that, there should be an option if someone like needs the DAS system. Because my mum has mobility issues. She had something called fibromyalgia. She suffered with that for years.
Right.
Probably about 10 plus years now. She got diagnosed, I think, like 2013, 2012, around about that time, just after my youngest brother Brandon was born. So she struggled with it all life with like back problems and things like that ever since I was a kid. But if we were to go, she would need an accessible room. She would need the DAS system. But it seems like now it's not going to be. There should be an option if you need an accessible room close to like the amenities of the hotel. There should be an option of, if you need this, then do you need the DAS system in place as well? Like, but clearly that's not going to be the case because it's like you say, it's going to be a cash grab. They want everyone to use Genie Plus. They want everyone to buy Lightning Lanes. But then that's just going to congest the lines even more because it's not a solution. It's just it's just adding to the problem even more.
Right.
Because you're not guaranteed to get on the ride any faster, because if everyone's using
So
it,
you're guaranteed to
what's
get on the ride even slower at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the point in even pushing it that far? You know what I mean?
Because like Lewis says, it's they just want money. That's all they care about.
That's it. And it's
Yeah,
not
'cause
fixed.
in Disneyland Paris, depending what color pass you have,
Yeah.
certain color passes will, the ones who cannot physically queue,
Mhm.
will just, they have their own separate queue system,
Mm.
which basically takes you straight to the loading area.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you go up the exit, so they load you.
Yeah, we got
Like,
the exit
from the
quite a lot,
exit.
don't we?
Yeah, we're always going up the exits of places. But yeah, it's, you know, and that way, yes, okay, you are jumping the queue, but it's
Yeah,
also
but for good reason. Like you're
Yeah.
like, people with disabilities are just as able to, or just as, you know, they want to experience the park just in a different way, and that's totally okay. Like,
yeah, you know, and it's
Disney should be accessible for everyone. It shouldn't just be a cash grab.
No,
You know
well,
what I
that
mean?
was Walt's thing, wasn't it? It was accessible to everyone.
Yep.
Everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
And I think they've just forgotten that over the years.
No, they
Like-
just don't care.
Yeah,
Well,
all-
There's
Yeah,
that as well.
Well, yeah.
But
I was
yeah,
trying to be polite, but yeah.
you know, and it's
Well, you're
been
not normally.
it's been
I'm a
I
fucking angel,
follow a
me,
lot of
mate.
like the disabled boards, like disabled forums for Disney and that, and
Yeah.
even children with autism who we were told that's what it was aimed at
Yeah,
are being turned down for it
yeah.
because they're not
Because you-
autistic enough.
You're only 1%. How do they know that? Like,
So Sam, what you're saying is, and I believe so what you're saying is that children that are SEN, right?
Yep.
To borrow from Zach, SEN, they have to be
Mhm.
low functioning in order to qualify for the DAS.
You know, this is what
Oh my
It's
my
like-
lord. Oh my
Stupid.
lord.
things. I mean, if there is a child who is if there's a teenager, a neurodivergent teenager who has a meltdown in the middle of a queue, people are going to get hurt.
Oh,
Indeed.
100%. 100%.
Indeed.
People are going to get hurt.
And then there's going to
And-
be the threat of retaliatory violence. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially in Florida. Don't think they're going to take that line down, because they won't.
No.
No, we'll have punch ups and all sorts, won't we?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, there'll be a
and-
fucking brawl. Someone will make it on the news.
And then
So
what?
they'll
And
end
then
up-
we have like lifetime bans on what? Groups of like 25 individuals in a single incident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to happen.
It
Yeah.
is.
And that's literally potentially millions of dollars over those lifetimes that Disney has just SHIT away
Yeah.
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 because of
I mean, I
their
know-
need for immediate cash grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know because of this thing of you have to have your ticket before you can apply for it. And now so many people there's either cancer patients that are being turned down for
Yep.
it.
It's ridiculous.
what's next? Make a wish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
are they going to be told they can't have it because
Right.
it's a mobility
You're
issue?
just dying. There's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be
That is what it's
interesting
come
to see.
into.
It'll be interesting to see when you go without me. Have I mentioned that you're going without me?
You have mentioned once.
Whether you'll get it.
So
Yeah,
wait, when are you going?
when do I go? I fly out on the 26th.
I don't know. I'm ignoring when you're going because I'm not going with you. It's not important to me.
I fly out on the 26th, but I'll be going into the parks from the 4th of August.
Oh,
She
nice.
comes back
And
just before Zach goes.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I come back I fly back on the 9th.
I think you did that on purpose.
Yeah. we don't. This is fine. Virtually is fine. We don't need to meet you.
What are you trying to say, Zach?
I'm not saying anything. I take it as you want. I'm an angel.
So you keep saying, don't believe you.
But yeah, I think it's going to cause some. I mean, it's already causing problems.
Oh, yeah.
And Disney World changed theirs before Disneyland.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
and they don't seem to be learning from their mistakes.
No.
Yeah,
So-
Disneyland's going live this week with the revised DAS.
Yeah.
Like this coming
Yeah.
week, they go live with the new DAS system. It's going to be a horror show.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people are
It's gonna be-
saying,
it's gonna be
you
a
know,
shit show,
because you
really.
have to have these tickets, you have to have bought your tickets before you apply,
Right.
that they're just not going to do Disney because there's so much uncertainty now of
Yeah.
Right.
whether they will get it, that
Right.
they're just not going to do. You know, they don't want to fork out, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars for tickets
Yeah.
and then not be able to really use them.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder if there's a way that, like, not third party, but partnerships of Disney would be able to incorporate it into the package. Like,
Vacation package?
alongside.
Actually, who you
Yeah.
have
Like,
the
you know,
online
like,
interview with
yeah.
is they've had medically trained cast members.
Right.
Cast
Yeah.
members gone away and done training with someone,
Yeah.
and they're now medically trained to make an opinion on you.
Oh, of course.
So
But,
even
yeah.
if you have an AP, like for you guys, because you guys have a annual pass, right?
Mm.
So even if with the annual pass, every single time you go, you have to.
No,
It's 120 days.
120.
in Disney World it's 120 days. In Disneyland
Okay.
Paris, mine is good for a year.
Okay.
Oh, so yours good for 365. That's cool.
Yeah, because I've got an annual pass. My
Right.
Yeah, I was
dad's
wondering about that. If
pass lasts the whole year.
yeah,
That's
As
good.
long as
see, that
mine-
makes sense.
Yeah.
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 because their DAS system only works for permanent disabilities.
Mm.
So if it's a temporary broken your leg thing, it doesn't
Oh,
work.
right.
It has to be a permanent disability that permanently
wow.
affects your health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's.
So it's a lot better. I mean, yes, it is a pain in the bum having to take paperwork over, but it's once a year for me because I've got
Right.
an
Yeah.
pass.
Disneyland
And
thing's gonna be a shit show for sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
And when did
Yeah.
you say Disneyland takes effect next week?
This week.
Or this week?
Starting
28th
Monday, I
again?
think.
Oh, Monday, yeah.
You will hear
I
stuff.
think it starts on
Oh
Monday.
yeah.
You will hear about a couple things on Monday. I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Like
Yeah, 'cause-
KTLA in Los Angeles has already done a couple stories in anticipation of what's going to happen on Monday.
What's gonna happen?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, we used to just go to the little, the
Umbrella.
little
Guest
people
relations,
like in the
right?
Umbrella or City Hall. Yeah, guest relations. I'd explain the problems I'd have.
Yep.
And they'd be like, yeah, fine, no worries, you know. Because for me, it's hard to explain what's wrong without telling you what the problems I've got are, if that makes sense.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's like, tell me what's wrong with you without telling me what's wrong with you. And I'm like, oh, well, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. And you just fall to the floor, right? And then
Yeah. Yeah, if I stand up for too long, I fall to the floor. If I sit down
Yeah.
for too long, I fall over. And yeah. So, and if anybody knocks the back of my neck, I could be paralyzed. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. But now that isn't good enough, apparently.
No.
It'll be interesting to see whether you can explain it well enough to get it, because I mean, we don't know how long we're going to be able to keep coming, because at some point they'll stop you from flying, won't they? Because of your
Yeah. Yeah, because of my neck.
So we've got to
I
get
get-
more
Well,
trips.
wait a
Well,
minute. Wait a minute.
Called.
You said flying, right?
Yeah.
That means you can hop on the QE2 and come on down.
There you go.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking questions right now. It means you can get on at Southampton and get off at Manhattan, right?
I
Just
could,
making
yeah.
sure.
To get there.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Or the QM2.
You
Excuse
know-
me, the QM2. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. That's not a problem at all.
I thought so.
But yeah, it's you know, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to fly for. I don't know how long. Yeah, I ask them for things and I get told, yeah, well, how long's a piece of string? So
yeah.
it's one of them things.
Of course.
But yeah, it's we all knew because you can't do it now in person, you have to do it over this video call, which in the UK means using a VPN. And then some cast members have been told no one outside of the US can do it via video call, so they're just dropping the call straight away the minute they find out you're in the UK. So you're then having to go in, so you then are having to do it in the park, but you can't talk to a cast member. They give you a tablet, and you have to do the video call with the tablet.
Oh my God!
Wow.
And apparently, in the first week of this being done, there were 4-hour waits to use these tablets to make these calls.
When there's a cast member handing you the tablet right there.
Yeah.
But he's not medically trained. But he's not medically
he
trained.
hasn't done the 2-day course sort of thing to be medically trained.
He didn't get his correspondence school certificate. Got it.
The medical trained cast member is probably sat backstage, so just get around.
Yeah.
He has an issue himself. So.
But then they're saying that they're doing this. They don't want you to feel uncomfortable talking about your medical conditions in public, and they're making you do a video call in public.
Right. Totally unacceptable.
Surrounded by thousands, maybe millions of people.
Yeah.
Fun.
So,
with respect to your particular situation being from Great Britain, why don't you guys get a hold of the ambassador to the United States, your ambassador to the United States, to get on the horn with Disney and tell them to un-FUCK themselves? Because that's what I would do. I would start applying diplomatic pressure, saying, wait a minute, outside the United States.
Basically we've been told because Disney are a private company on private property, they don't actually have to make any, they don't have to offer it at all if they don't want to.
Yeah.
But they do in accordance with the ADA and Title IX of the Civil Rights Act. I can do this all night.
But this is the thing, they're saying all their rides are now ADA compliant, so they don't need to.
But they aren't ADA compliant. Again, It's a Small World is not ADA compliant.
Oh, this is the argument I had with you. I had a big argument with Universal, don't worry. Because they told me,
this is ridiculous. Again, I would have my ambassador call Disney saying, unfuck it. Pardon my language, but that's what you need to do.
Yeah. Universal said, get a wheelchair. When you need to sit down, sit in the wheelchair. When you don't need to sit down, get out the wheelchair and push it. Basically.
Yeah, you can put all your mugs in your wheelchair and
no, that's for the crown girls.
Yeah, your crown can sit there too.
I have a chair to push it in. Imagine the shopping she'd buy because she could hang it off the bloody chair.
My crown has its own case. Thank you very much.
Mine says BK on it.
Mug trees hanging from the basket.
I will go get my case.
Wayne, real goodness.
Oh, what have you done?
Steve, that was the right answer.
Yeah.
That was definitely the right answer.
She hasn't got enough room to buy any more mugs. Look.
Yeah, look at that. It's packed.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a fun little trivial
She has another
question.
hutch somewhere.
There it is. There's
Okay,
the
so
crown.
that's
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the hat box goose right there.
Yeah.
That's so
Hattie's wearing your crown.
Yeah.
You've got to get it out now.
What year is that crown?
What is
1971?
No.
Yep.
Oh, she gave you the look.
Yeah, let's go inside handle.
Well, get it out then. Don't flash it for crying out loud.
Everybody's seen it before.
And
You totally need a hat box ghost like hologram sticker on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm having trouble unzipping it. Hang on.
Because it has a lock on it.
I know.
Hang on, the crown isn't actually in there because I was fixing it.
Why did you break it?
No, a few of the stones came out, so
The plastic ones.
Rubbish crown.
so I had to fix it before I go away, sort of thing. But, yeah.
Oh, it's daylight outside now.
Why did you bring the crown to the next one? He was like, look, bitches. Wow.
That crown has come on holiday with us before.
Yes, the crown has got to go on the next one.
The hot glue melted, right?
Yeah.
Look at the bloody size of it. It's massive.
Ooh, fancy.
Wow. What is that made out of?
Heavy. Heavy
That's
as
not
the
paper, right?
It's metal.
I'm surprised it fits your meathead, to be honest.
Like I
Right,
said.
okay, look,
No, I'm getting a
it's
look.
got an expanding back.
Oh, okay. Is that Velcro?
Is it on the biggest?
No, that's electrical tape.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't even have Velcro.
Yes.
I
I'm
also
really doubting whether the Big Mando helmet's going to
Wait, so everybody that's listening or watching, you got to explain what that crown is for, or where you got the crown from.
right. So last August, I competed in a beauty pageant in England, which was the Diamond United Kingdom title. I won the classic section, which is for ladies over 45, which I am. And as part of the prize package, I've now get to travel to Orlando to compete in the Regency International pageant. So it's a world title. I'll be competing against other ladies from Australia, most of the states of America, Vietnam, New Zealand.
Do they all have crowns too?
They all have crowns too, yes. Yes. So there will be lots of crowns within Orlando from the 30th to the 4th of August.
It's going to be awfully shiny over there.
It's going to be very sparkly.
You guys are gonna bring on a satellite. It's shiny so much.
Yes.
Are all their crowns the same? Are they all like different?
They've all got the Regency titles, so all their crowns are the same. We are the only ones going out with different crowns. So yeah, and our crowns are bigger than their crowns.
I just didn't know if each section made their own crown or how that worked. So
No, with the pardon?
If you win,
Yes.
a new crown, will it fit? That's what I want to know. Will it fit?
Yeah, it's Velcro in the back.
Their crowns don't have the back bit.
Oh, so it's just like a posh tiara.
Yeah,
So
they're
you can
just
jam
big
it on.
tiaras.
Okay.
So not like ours that I had to reshape to my head.
Sam's got quite a big head.
So you don't hear this?
It's not round. It's
That would probably like go over my head and end up around my bloody neck.
it would do.
Same,
One of the
dude.
other queens, one of the other title holders, her head's very, very small, and she has to have it like fully closed up.
Yeah.
And even then, she has to clip it in because it slips down over the front of her head.
And you've got it on the biggest setting with a bit of electrical tape to hold it on.
Yeah, yeah. And then I have to clip it in as well because otherwise it falls off. Yeah. You can't drink with them because they're like so heavy. You tip your head back,
So-
they just fall back with it.
So is the diameter, is the interior diameter more than 59 centimeters?
I know my head all the way round
Yeah.
it's 60 centimeters and a bit.
That's massive.
Holy smoke!
Yeah.
Wow.
The other man.
A lot of brains in there.
Because I bought a bowler hat, right?
Oh, please put it on.
No, and this.
Holy Bob Bob.
This-
Wait a minute. I got to take a picture of this. Yeah.
Oh, I've set it on. It sits right on the top. It looks really
Right,
cool.
and this was 60 centimeters. It's the largest I could get. This is an extra large, right?
Right.
And also, I've got a big head and a lot of hair. So
Like, this is hilarious.
Zack.
She's jamming on.
Oh my gosh.
That is never going to sit on your hair when your hair's all like
Smoke.
With
See,
Instagram hair, how is that going to sit on
It's
your
just
hair?
like Oliver and Hardy. So.
Yep. Yeah, it was an idea. I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Zach needs a hat.
Listen, I was trying hats on today and I could not. Every hat I tried was like huge, and that was like a small. So I might have to get a kid's hat.
I wear a kid's size hat normally.
Yeah, I mean my hat. I've got a small head as well, so like, it's I definitely
And
need a,
slick, so it slides right off.
exactly. Yeah.
I cannot get a baseball cap to fit my head.
No.
The
And I have to
bucket,
have them on the smallest setting.
yeah, the bucket hats in like the Disney park,
Hilarious, the bucket
Yeah.
hat just props on the top.
just perch on the top like that.
Oh wow.
See, I put a bucket hat on today. I was trying one on to like find one because I wanted like a neutral color one to go with like all my outfits that I'm planning. Like,
You
to
don't go
with.
through
That bucket hat you had on was not neutral.
No, exactly.
Thank
I
you.
know,
It was
I know,
not.
and I don't. It was not, and I don't want to take that
I
one. I was looking,
like that, to be fair.
of course. I wanted more like a straw, not a straw hat, but you know, like the straw effect one. Everyone I put on,
Like
it
a
was
boater?
like down to here. Yeah, it was coming down to here on like my head. I was like, I put a bucket hat on, it went over my eyes. I was like, what is this?
What
Gotta
trip?
put some foam up there, and it'll.
What trip
Yeah.
did you wear that hat, Sam? That you tried that hat on? Was it September or October?
Yeah, it was one of them.
That's useful. I want to see if I can find the picture.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
she did take a picture of it, trying on this bucket hat that just. And it was an adult's one as well. It wasn't a
It was-
kid's one.
I thought I'd get it because it'd be good to keep the sun off my head because obviously, I go get burnt at everything. It was too big. It slipped down over my face.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, where
I
are
think
you?
it might have been the October trip actually.
I'm looking now. God, we take a lot of pictures.
But yeah. So yes, there will be crowns at Disney Springs.
And when is it? This is the trip you're going to, right? This last.
Yeah, this is the one I go
upcoming
to on the
trip.
26th of July.
Why
Yeah.
she's going without me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at Disney Springs on the 20.
So you don't have a crown, Sharon. Right?
No, I know.
28th. We're at Disney Springs. Yeah.
For your next run Disney, we're gonna let you borrow the crown, and then
Yeah.
It has been worn. It was taken to Disneyland Paris. It's been there.
We have.
So now you're bringing it over.
Yeah.
you
Now
local
it'll be going
customs
to
with
Disney
that?
World. Yeah. Yep. And if I win the Regency title, I can bring it to California as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to get them to meet the crown in person.
Yeah.
I mean, I get to touch the crown.
If you're really lucky, she'll let you put it on.
No, I don't want to put it on. It'll probably go all the way down my neck.
Yeah.
And they can't get it off.
When last August when we won sort of thing and they were crowning some of the little ones, they were literally
Found it.
straight over their heads, up down their necks. They're wearing them like a collar. It was,
Yeah.
Okay, I've found it. Can I share?
you found it.
Let me share the picture.
It's not a good photo at all.
Okay, let me make it. Oh, let me. What do you mean it's not a good photo? It's a brilliant photo. I've just lost the folder.
Just, it's not of you.
See, Louis, this is the British entertainment. So it's like watching the BBC comedy shows or whatever. Same thing.
Are you ready for this, guys? Look at that. Is it
Can't
sharing?
see it.
No, we can't see it yet.
I'm sharing it.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's tiny. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And that's the large hat.
That's an adult's hat. Yeah.
It was massive on me, absolutely huge. There is another
Yeah.
one. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh no! Don't put that one up.
Oh, I'm so sorry, this one up.
Love how she knows
I do
exactly
know.
where
Yeah.
it's gonna go.
Here we go. I didn't know.
Wow.
There it is. It's the face. Look at the face. Ready? Wait for it. It's warming up. You'll get it in a minute.
It's
It's my
warming up.
birthday, and you're being mean to me.
Oh, come on. Oh, there you go.
You look like Betty Hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That-
All you need to be doing is give us a hand salute, and you would be
Yeah.
totally Betty Hill.
That is I'm really pissed off. I can't believe you're taking a photo of me face.
Yeah. It's like,
So funny.
but yeah, that's why I don't wear hats because I can't.
Hey, Sharon, I found a hat for you.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. I can't wait to see it. You absolutely I'm going off you, you know that.
So for those of you who don't know, Sharon does not like melted ice cream.
Sharon has a full-blown phobia
Phobia.
of melted
Yeah.
ice
So she can use the DAS program for that.
I think they give you these on popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
Take it away. It's making me feel ill.
Wow.
Yeah, if I get ice cream and it even starts to like drip,
Oh no.
turn my back on her, eat it as fast as possible, and then come back again.
If I want an ice cream, Sam has to buy one, and I have to have like one spoonful quick before it melts, and then I
Yeah.
Well, all you have to do is get one of those Mickey cookie ice cream because those things are hard as a rock and they don't melt for hours. Then you'll be okay.
There you go.
I'm feeling kind of bad. I think that was like the fourth ice cream thing I've sent you today.
Yeah.
Jason,
Not
you just
enough.
have bully at this point now.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I woke up this morning and looked at Facebook, I was like, Steve's tagged me in a post. What's that? And then it was an ice cream picture. And I'm like, oh. And then it came down, there's a little gift from Jason with it all melting and dripping. I was like, oh.
This is why we've never attempted the kitchen sink at Beaches and Cream.
Oh no, we
yeah.
can't.
Because you would go to
You can do it on your trip when you go solo and just send the pictures.
Yeah.
It all melted in the bottom.
Just the spoon.
But we'll have you on the live stream.
I actually had, like the mini Mickey kitchen sinks, they do like the plastic ones.
Oh yeah.
We have that
I
too.
had to do that on my own when she wasn't with me.
She had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I want
because
to go and get a kitchen sink, and I'm like, no,
no.
just no.
So what about like Dole Whip? No.
Yeah, can't
No.
do that all.
And those things start melting like right
Yeah,
away.
right away.
Yeah,
Just
they're
like
so
I had
good.
that-
They like
my-
As soon as that
my little
comes out,
book
that's
there.
melted.
Yeah, we don't go near anywhere that anyone that's got Dole Whip. I'm not letting that. No.
So you can't go through Adventureland and see all
I'm
everybody
like
eating.
this. Just somebody go with it.
as I said, I want to try the.
Maybe if you just look at Sam's crown, then that blinds you, then you'll be okay.
That's what's melting the ice cream. It's just reflecting.
Yeah.
Because I said I want to try the Dole Whip flight at Disney Springs.
Off you
And
go.
she's like-
Without me.
We'll take a photo before it melts and send it to me. I'm like, yeah, not 94 degrees. It ain't gonna last long, is it?
I can't guarantee
Not at
that
all.
it
I know I'm
comes out.
weird, and I know I'm a freak, but I can't help it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We appreciate it. Okay.
Speak for yourself. It's like,
Sounds like I tolerate you.
All right. We've been at this for like 2.5 hours. And as much as I want to post another ice cream photo, Believe me, I was looking for Mando eating ice cream, but I couldn't find it.
You got to do an AI generated Mando eating melted ice cream.
I think we should call this one, and it's been fun. We've had a good laugh. So.
Yeah.
We have.
It's always with everybody that we have here. Thank you guys for all coming and
thank you guys for joining.
Everybody in the chat and everything. So
thanks to Kenny for hopping on the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun seeing Kenny.
And the viewers and listeners.
Yeah, we had quite a few people. Although they didn't chat, but they were watching, so that's good.
Yeah, that's okay. They can see how goofy the Brits are, so that's fine. No, we love you guys.
We are now the entertainment. That is it.
Absolutely.
And thanks to Louis for coming up with this idea.
Yep. That was exactly what we needed because I was running a blink,
and so was I. I just said, let's just do an open forum, and Louis came with this, and it worked out. Of course, we go from one subject to another, but that's the way it goes.
How it rolls.
That's how it goes, exactly.
Yeah, and we wind up with ice cream. Yeah, it's even better.
But that's the signs of amusement way is that we don't know
exactly
where it's going to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Crowns and ice cream. It's like
Melted ice cream.
I'm not liking the way our conversations always end up on flipping ice cream.
Just to annoy you.
So just to let you guys know, on Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, which is the 26th, I believe.
6th.
We'll be having the next What's This trivia show. So.
Why is it on a Wednesday? That's a school night.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
What time is what's this coming on? 7 p.m. Okay.
Yep.
Pacific time. Yeah.
Naturally.
So, yeah. But it's my fault because
someone's winning dicks right here.
Yeah. Well, did you get Louis' address? Because
Louis, I need your address.
He won a prize
I'll hook you up right after this.
Okay.
He won those cards.
I will hook you up right after this. Yeah.
And I have one other prize that. Oh well, I'll show you guys later. That I like to.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah, I gotta get Mark's address.
Yeah. So Mark and Louis were the winners. We were rooting for Kay to. She was catching up to you guys, and then. But it was a lot of fun. And so it'd be fun to have everybody back.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get more people.
Right.
It reminds me I got to get Heyman to re-up again.
Yeah. So, well, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Be sure to like, subscribe, share for friends and family. Let us know how we're doing.
And check out everybody down here on the bottom row there.
At some point, I will add your guys' channel. Probably tomorrow.
Okay. So what name your channel again? What was it? Sharon, Sam. What was your channel?
Middle-aged Magic.
Middle-aged Magic, and you have Disney Magic Zack.
Disney Magic Zack.
Disney.
I feel like Louis needs a channel now.
I know.
Louis
needs a channel. Steamboat Louis.
When I get the AP, I'll get the channel.
All right.
For now, we're gonna promote Kenny's
Alpha Traveler
1. Yeah, great channel.
Yeah. Kenny does a lot of cool things.
No, all you guys, all of you got good content, and I know Louis is gonna have awesome content because he knows everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're gonna need some kind of measurements conversions on your screen.
Oh yeah, of course. There'll be a link. There'll be a link to the conversions data. Absolutely.
Little chart that pops up.
Exactly.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
See you
Bye.